you doing up there?
I'm just fixing some leaks.
Seriously, dude, you got some time on your hands. I got some properties with paying tenants. Just go get me my checks.
See you, Brian. Love you, Jason.
Why'd you do it, Gary? I thought we were friends.
Friends? You and me. I've taken dumps that had more brains than you, friend. No, I'm taking over this school, and you're just a liability. See you around, moron!
I saw your face, I'll remember you.
You forget 1,000 things every day. How about you make sure this is one of them?
I asked for a fair day's pay after a fair day's work. And he kind of got a little angry. So I admit, I kind of got a little angry.
Did you kill him?
No, I didn't kill her. But I did kidnap the wife. Oh, no. Hey, Big Smoke, it's me, Carl. Chill.
CJ. Oh my God, what's up?
Lucia, do you know why you're here?
Bad luck, I guess.
So how did you know she was gonna betray us? What she said? It was in her eyes, in the way she was leading us. But you said you knew Spanish.
Our time has passed. Come.
Sorry, Tommy. This is Vice City. This is business. You sold us out. No, I sold you out. I sold you out.
You know, if there's one thing I've learned, it's that we must obey the rules of the game. We can pick the game, Nico Bellic, but we cannot change the rules.
Tell you one thing, T. I'm getting too old for this nonsense.
It's showtime!
Time for you to have opinions of our own. This is WCTR.
I'm not doing well. I'm not doing well at all. I am bricking it. No joke, man. My arsehole is... Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, right, and let's get amongst it because you are tuned into the award-winning #1 non-fictional, completely fictional radio station. From Liberty City to Leonardo, all gas, no breaks with it, so you better get in where you're fitting. Don't you dare switch off because you are dialed in to 104.5 Radio MCT. If we don't cover it, it isn't worth the goddamn airtime. I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. 6 months ago, Grand Theft Auto 6 got delayed for the second time back in November. Since that day, a lot of us have waited for today. This is the first earnings call where Grand Theft Auto 6 falls inside the fiscal year. This is the earnings call that should cover the summer marketing. Rockstar, Take-Two, from all of us, please don't delay this fucking game again. As always, I want to give a big shout out to all the friend brothers for supporting this channel. If you want to join the campaign, Cowboys, then click join or follow the link down in the description. Don't be a weasel cheese all of your life. Click that subscribe button, and while you're here, you might as well click that like button and help MCT out with that bullshit algorithm. We appreciate you knocking boots. So with that down, let's come to YouTube and let's give some shout outs. Let's see what we're working with. Oh my god, man. I'm going to be so happy when we get to the end of this earnings call and the game's not been delayed again. We got Primitive, Darry, Lucky Luke, Space Tex, Platypus, Frothy Dancer, Hunter Eden, Get Up, Wolverine Slayer, Marcus J, Tip Top, Choppy Gang. There's a bunch of new names I never said before. Ken, tell them what time it is.
It's showtime!
I Notorious Ghost, Travis, Big Tasty. Hell, there's a few OG names popping in here. Where have all you been for the past 6 months? Good to see you all knocking boots. Let's Ride, Burns, Rusty. There's far too many of you to shout out, man. I appreciate you all knocking boots. Ken, tell them what time it is.
It's showtime!
Man, I'm bricking it. I don't care what you say, man. I'm 99% confident this game's not getting delayed again. But I'm running that November PTSD pack right now, brother. I'm on that November post-traumatic stress disorder right now. And I'm huffing it. I need some hopium. You lot need to get me going with some positivity right now, man, because I'm right back to 6 months ago in November. I'm bricking it. This game's getting delayed again. It can't. We're good to go. We're less than 6 months out now. We're gonna get amongst it. It's coming out 1 week before Black Friday. I'm just nervous because of what happened 6 months ago. That's all I'm saying. Right, team, 2 secs. Let me just sort YouTube out a sec. For whatever reason, it's crashing. Maybe it's because all of you lot are knocking boots. I appreciate it. Oh shit, click the wrong button. 1 sec. So you can see, mama. When was the last time you saw MCT shook like this? Pussy. Right, we got OD91 who sent a membership, but I was watching it before OD and I can't believe, I didn't even know you could do this. OD sent a membership and he got his own membership. Fucking wild. But then he sent another one. So OD, I appreciate you, bro. That's far too generous. Danger Mouth's been a member for 1 month. I appreciate you, Danger Mouth. Let's fucking get amongst it. Brother. Hold that line. Hold that line. We are getting amongst it indeed. We got WD with the 20 SEK. Appreciate you, brother. What is up? What is up? Brother, hopefully not another delay. It ain't happening. I need to stop saying delay. I need to stop manifesting it. J-Dog, it's also going to be quiet in here. Is there a chance that you get some music pumping in this bitch? Appreciate you. Avidity with the 2. The MC in MCT is main character. True. I do my best, man. I do my best. I appreciate the 2. Ghost with another 2. I appreciate you, Ghost. Positive Polly says, no more delays. We're cool, MCT. Ghost, man, keep that energy running. I need you all to keep this positive energy going for the next hour and 45 minutes, man. For anyone that's asking the question, the earnings call kicks off at 9:30 for me, which is in an hour and... Well, I've failed maths. What's that? An hour and 40 minutes or an hour and 40 minutes away from the earnings call. I will be streaming the audio. I won't be interrupting it. So in an hour and 40 minutes time, I'm going to put the audio on and you're going to be able to listen to it. Obviously, completely free. But no more delays. No more delays. Come on, man. Piet with the 14 ZAR late night stream. Today is the day, Grand Theft Auto 6 2027. Piet, there it is for you, brother. I appreciate you. Minty Moo Law. Never said that name for my entire life, but I appreciate you knocking boots. Can tell them what time it is.
It's showtime!
Become a friend, brother, out of nowhere. Never said the name before. Become a friend, brother. I appreciate you, Minty. Ghost Chain with a 7. Ghost Chain, I think I've said your name before, but one more time. Kenneth, do your thing.
It's showtime!
From the PlayStation emails and what Zelnick said, I'm very sure we'll be okay. Trailer 3 tomorrow. Quote me on that. Wow, really, Ghost Chain? You think they were waiting to get the earnings call out the way to drop Trailer 3? I've been saying this, man, all month. I don't think it makes any sense to drop Trailer 3 after the earnings call. Like, that makes no sense to me at all. But my entire prediction, my entire theories around May have been shot to shit and just fallen flat on the face on the concrete. So you might be right, man. Maybe Trailer 3 does come tomorrow. I'm not too sure. Are we running with the theory that Trailer 3 is going to get shadow dropped? I've been saying that I think it'll be announced. So we'll see. We'll see. Pure 46-2 wants to know who's hyped in this fucking chat. Pure, I wish I could, man. Look, I'm excited. Don't get me wrong, but November's fucked me up, brother. I'm really fucking nervous. Oh my god. Just get this earnings call done. I hate every second of the stream, man. I hate every single second of this stream right now. Well, while I'm sat here and we have not got a clue what's about to happen. Travis, if they were delaying, they wouldn't have had that Strauss Zelnick interview drop earlier. We're legit chilling. Travis, I like the positivity. I want you to keep rolling with it. I will take a bit of a piss in your hopium, unfortunately. I don't want to. I shouldn't really say this. But that interview, man, that was done weeks ago. That interview isn't an interview that happened recently. That interview was from that Jolly Icon interviews that were going around a couple of weeks ago. In the section of the interview, it actually says that they did it like on the day that he was at Icon. So that interview, by the sounds of it, was done a few weeks back. So again, look, keep the hope and keep the positivity. I'm going to try my best not to shit on the positivity today, but you're seeing the nervous shitbag MCT come out right now, man, because for anyone that weren't rocking in the stream before, I'll reiterate what I said. The reason why I'm shitting myself a little bit is because the last time we got to this point with an earnings call where everyone expected something. It wasn't February, it was in November, and we got one thing in November. And that one thing was a fucking delay. Gabby MCT, what do you think about the Strauss interview? I don't really think much of it, to be honest, Gabby. The interview itself, what was it? He said the marketing's going to be slightly different from Grand Theft Auto 5, but that's to be expected because Grand Theft Auto 5 came out 13 years ago. It's not a case of, you know, you need to pay for like TV ads and spots 24/7 now. You know, it is going to be different. Like, social media wasn't as big as it was in 2013, even though obviously it was still big, like with Facebook and stuff, but TikTok weren't knocking about, for example, 13 years ago. Now you've got TikTok, one of the biggest platforms in the world. So the marketing was always going to be different, without a doubt. But I'm seeing people, like, let's not go overboard with it, man. I'm seeing people proper scaremong and be like, oh, this means that they're not going to do marketing until August. Like, dude, fuck off with that shit. Stop being a bellend. He's just referencing the fact that obviously times have changed. It doesn't mean that, oh my god, marketing, we're gonna have a 2-month marketing like, this is the biggest video game of all time, you weasel. What we doing? What we doing? Aiden says it's defo shadow dropping. Aiden, I want 3 reasons from you as to why you think Trailer 3 is shadow dropping and why it won't be announced like Grand Theft Auto 5 and like Red Dead Redemption 2. I want 3 reasons. Gareth Game with the 2, appreciate it. Gareth, new Strauss interview. He said marketing very soon. Didn't he just reiterate, Gareth? Didn't he just reiterate what he said back in February? I don't think he said anything new on the summer marketing, unless I've missed it, Gareth. If I've missed it, just let me know. Where are we here? Big Tay, you're just going to keep copy and pasting this message until I read it, aren't you? Big Tasty, MCT, the new Hunger Games movie comes out the day after Grand Theft Auto 6. How do you think 6 will affect the movie's box office scores and vice versa? I mean, Hunger Games was a little bit shit, weren't it? Hunger Games, I'll give you a bit of MCT lore right now. Hunger Games is one of the only novel franchises, written book franchises that I've finished from start to finish. Read from start to finish. Loved all 3 of the books, the Hunger Games. Loved all 3 of them. The original Hunger Games books, I thought they were really good. Went to watch it in the cinema, dog shit. The films are horse shit in comparison to the books. So I gave up after the second one. What was it? Is the second one Catching Fire? I think it's Catching Fire. I think. Yeah, man. I watched the second one. I thought the second one was a little bit better than the first one, but yeah, shit. So I gave it with Hunger Games. As for Hunger Games coming out one day after Grand Theft Auto 6, I don't know, man. I really don't know. The thing is, movies and video games are judged very differently, man. So, you know, like, the thing is, if you want to go and watch Hunger Games, but you're also going to play Grand Theft Auto 6, you'll probably watch Hunger Games over the weekend when you're going to take a couple of hours off from playing Grand Theft Auto 6. Like, it's chalk and cheese, man. It's completely different. Jake with a 5. I don't know what, man. I don't know why I'm so nervous. Like I said, if they delay this game again today, I'm turning this into a golf channel. Jake with a 5, appreciate you, Jake. Almost at that 20k MCT, no delay either. I don't see it. Jake, man, keep that positivity running. I want you to all keep that positivity going. Oh my god. Minty, Rockstar is wild card. We never know what's going to happen, but I will say this, I'm excited but really nervous as well. Me too. Praying we aren't getting another, but we got this positive vibes. We got to keep that going, man. We got to keep that going. Again, man, I don't want to come across like I'm a little bitch in this stream, man. I don't want to come across like I'm shitting myself, but I got to keep it a beat with you, man. I'm sat here, I'm in the exact same position I was in November, 6 months ago. I was so confident something was going to come, nothing came, and then they delayed the fucker half an hour before the earnings call, and I'm now an hour and a half away from earnings call. You know what I mean? Like, if you take that in comparison, 6 months ago, I was an hour away from the second delay. That's why currently, I'm probably feeling a little bit like... And I get it, it's just a video game, MCT, you know, stop being a gimp, but... HG Customs with a 5, appreciate you, brother. Ads on your intro, you need the support, brother. Love you, fam. We're getting something today, I promise. Ads on your intro, you need the support, brother. Love you, fam. Ads on your intro. I don't get that. Is that like a bit of a sly dig? I don't control the ads, lad. If you're talking about HG Customs, if you're talking about the ads on the TV at the very warm-up, that's a bit of a piss take because they're Grand Theft Auto ads. What? There's no way you're beefing me because I've put Grand Theft Auto adverts in the warm-up. The whole point of that warm-up is you've got a TV and it's like you're in the Grand Theft Auto universe watching the ads on the TV waiting for the... HG, appreciate the 5, but there is no way there's no way you're actually having a bit of a pop at me there. No fucking way. That's wild. Pietro sent one membership. Pietro, I appreciate it, man. I really do. Can't tell him what time it is.
It's showtime!
Okay, now, man. I need to get a grip. I didn't think, honestly, man, I didn't think I was going to be this nervous when I jumped on this stream today. Fuck, I just can't deal with no delay, man. I can't do it. Can't do it. This channel is deleted. If they fucking announce another delay. That's obviously a joke, by the way. I'm only taking a piss. But I need to get through this earnings call, man. I just need to get there. Get it done. Shako with a 2. Appreciate it, Shako. If something drops today, only makes sense before the market closes. We'll see, Shako. I don't think anything like significant will drop to like trailer 3 or anything. They could announce trailer 3, but I think if they would have announced it, they would have announced it before. But they could do. They could do. Pixel Pancake, KMCT caught the first few minutes of your stream earlier, but was too tired. I woke up early not long ago. That's fine, Pixel Pancake. You don't need to apologise, lad. Okay, now. Right, team, I can see I'm falling behind. I really appreciate you knocking about. I'm going to scroll down and try and catch up with everyone here. We got Nice Tat with a 2. Appreciate you, Nice Tat. I was here. Yes, you were. You were. Well done. Vlogger Boss. Hey, what's up, MCT? My goat. It's just a game, but a delay would make me so fucking sad. Hope everything will go as planned and we will play in November. Right, J-Dog, pause the music a sec, because this is something that I want to kind of just get off my chest quickly, because I didn't realise how nervous I was going to be doing the stream tonight. Look, it's pixels on a screen at the end of the day. It's just a video game. That's the reality of the chalk and cheese bit. That's the black and white of it. That's cut and dry. It's just a video game, MCT, get a grip. But the thing is, man, right, is I've been covering this shit for 2 years. You know, I really started putting effort into this YouTube channel when Trailer 1 had dropped for Grand Theft Auto 6. And TGG said it perfectly recently. None of us in this space expected all of this crap to go down the way it's gone down. This is the longest promo cycle for any Rockstar Games video game. People have been sharing the picture of the comparison between Grand Theft Auto 5's promo cycle from Trailer 1, Red Dead Redemption 2's, and Grand Theft Auto 6's. And Grand Theft Auto 6 is a fucking joke in comparison to the other two. Red Dead Redemption 2 went through 2 public delays, and we are still so far extended past Red Dead Redemption 2's. At this point, we already had Red Dead Redemption 2, the video game. We're still not even got Trailer 3 yet. If you would have grabbed us all in 2023 when Trailer 1 dropped and said that we were going to be 6 months out, less than 6 months out from the video game in May when it came out in November, and we still wouldn't have the third trailer, I think a lot of them were like, yeah, no way, you're chatting bullshit. So that's why I'm just nervous, man, of this delay, because the thing is, if the game gets delayed again, I know it's just a video game, it's pixels on a screen, MCT, but for the next 6 months, we've just got more bullshit leaks, we've got more bullshit theories, and I don't want sympathy, because I've made a rod for my own back, but I've got to spend the next 6 months reading all that stupid shit again, man. The past 6 months have been a ball ache. All the clickbait, all the bullshit leaks. Like, even today, man, that 4chan shit. How is anyone taking that 4chan shit seriously? But then I've got people be like, MCT, talk about the 4chan crap. Like, why? It's obviously a lie. There is no... I need to talk to you directly in the face right now, Weasel. If you had information on the biggest video game of all time, why the fuck would you drop it on 4chan? You'd be selling that like crack. So, nah, I'm not having it, man. Yeah. My arsehole's tweaking for the next hour and a half. We need to get through this. I need Take the Piss Interactive and Rockstar Games to not delay this game again. Because I can't deal with another 6 months of the lies and the clickbait and just the Reddit rumours and the 4chan rumours and the Twitter rumours and Best Buy leaks and Game Informer trolling everyone. I'm honestly, man, if another delay happens today, which I don't think it's going to happen, but if it did happen today, I'd cut a line in the sand now. I'd be like, right, okay, sound. You're probably not going to see me talk about GTA 6 for a little bit for my own mental health. So hopefully today's the turning point. That might be another reason why I'm a little bit nervous, because I see it as, if there isn't a delay in the next 2 hours, it's a turning point for the community, because now everyone goes back to being positive the way we were in November just before that delay. So it's going to be an interesting couple of hours, man. I appreciate you rocking with us. I'd strap in because we ain't got a fucking clue what's going to happen in the next couple of hours. Right, let's get back on track. Dark Eagle with a 5. Appreciate you, Dark Eagle. Ken, tell him what time it is.
It's showtime!
Should check out the Dungeon Crawler Karl book series. Dungeon Crawler Karl book series. Dungeon Crawler. One sec. I think I know what that is. One sec. Oh shit, spell it right. Dungeon Crawler Karl. Dungeon Crawler Karl. Oh, the first post I've seen is from someone saying incredibly disappointed with Dungeon Crawler Karl. Great. Nice one. Oh, there's a few books, isn't there? Alright, brother. Nice recommendation. I'll remember it. And I might check it out. But it's mad that the first thing I've seen is someone just put incredibly disappointed. Oh my god. Right, okay, let's keep going. Trash Dukey with the 2. Appreciate it, Trash Dukey. What about the one on the 27th? What? The one on the 27th? Oh yeah, the Take-Two thing again. I don't like Trash Dukey. I don't know enough about that shit. For anyone that doesn't know what Trash Dukey's talking about, there is going to be another Take-Two event on the 27th. Now, I've not really done too much research into it because I did ask. I'm not going to say who I asked, but I asked the right people. And I said, look, is there any... should we be getting hyped about this at all? And I've had it from relatively well-known sources. Not insiders at Rockstar Games or anything. Just people who know more than me that said apparently whilst this event that's happening on the 27th did happen when Red Dead Redemption 2 came out, it's not a signal that Grand Theft Auto 6 news is coming. So at the moment, I'm taking it one step at a time, brother. I'm focused on this earnings call right now. The 27th, cross that bridge when we come to it. Look, if Trailer 3 is coming on the 26th, it would make sense to have that event the day after, right? So we'll see. We'll see. Oh, Pietro sent another membership. Pietro, I appreciate you, brother. Right, I need to catch up, man. I'm falling well behind. Again, I appreciate you all knocking boots, man. I apologise if I'm running slow today. It's just this. Again, look at the state of all you lot. Go and touch some grass. I appreciate you. Jordan K with a 2. A delay would be bad for you because this is your full-time job. Jordan, I don't want to make this about me. I don't want to make it selfish about me. I'm very fortunate to be here. I'm very fortunate to be able to do this full time. Yeah, I will admit, hold my hand up, a delay would suck for me personally, but I'm at the point now where, mentally wise, I'm invested this as a fan and a content creator. And first and foremost, if this game gets delayed again, the fan in me is just going to be fucking so pissed. But the content, at some point, Jordan, content's always going to be there. If you're good enough on YouTube, you can make content out of anything. You know, I'll spin the wheel and I'll go again for 6 months, man. You know, I don't want to make this all about me. Fuck that. I'm very fortunate to be here in first place. Mark T12, MCT, as long as you're making content, we'll be watching. Don't worry about the channel. We're in it for the long road. We've been here for a long time. Don't worry about the content. We love the streams. Oh, Mark T12, I appreciate it, man. And it looks like a few people are seeing it as though like I'm trying to complain because I won't have content or something. If I've not articulated myself well enough, then that's on me. I don't want that to come across. I don't want you lot to be like, oh, this fucking prick, he only cares about content. Like, no, man, it's first and foremost, I'm a fan of Grand Theft Auto. I just want to experience this game. Content side of things, I want more stuff to come out so I can make better content for you lot. The reality is, I can make content out of anything. That's just unfortunately, because I'm so invested in YouTube, I can do that shit regardless. So don't worry about me and the content, man. But first and foremost, I want us as fans just to have some positive news around GTA 6, because since I've been covering it, I've been covering Grand Theft Auto 6 since 2024. We've had more bad days than good days when it comes to this video game, man. So it's time now. It's time for some positivity, and it's time for the tide to turn. And if today's if today, there's too many T's, man. If today's the time for the time to turn, I nailed that, by the way. Then I'm ready for it. Speaking of T's, Tyler, Jesus Christ, man, give me a day off. With a 5, appreciate you, T-Dog. What are we saying? When is the earnings call happening? It will happen in an hour and 20 minutes. ChatGPT said it happened today, and they confirmed November 19th release. Really? Nah, man, it kicks off in an hour and 20 minutes. It's already happened. Okay, fair enough. I know. I sometimes with the earnings call, I do know that when we're listening at 9:30, it's either pre-recorded or it went live half an hour earlier behind closed doors, because the beats already come out as we're live streaming it. When I finish the live stream, and if you go on Twitter, you'll see people will be tweeting out stuff before it actually hits on the lives. So I think it's actually sort of like we get like a 20-minute delayed version. I think. I'm not too sure. Zinx asked for a timer. Zinx, no, do your own legwork, you rat fuck. I'll keep reminding everyone. It's at 9:30. It's an hour and 20 minutes. Don't be so lazy. Mosaic, please put an earnings call countdown timer so people won't ask time it is. No, fuck that, Mosaic. It's not my fault that they're lazy bastards. I'll keep saying it. The earnings call. In fact, you know what? Why don't we do this? Call starts 9:30 PM UK, and then I'll pin that. So 1 second. Pin that shit. There you go. Right, it's pinned. So now if anyone's asking, you lazy bastards. Lazy bastards. If anyone asks, it's literally on the chat. So fuck you, bruh. Right, 1 sec. I need to catch up here, man. Oh, man, I'm nervous. Also, as well, I'm seeing this. Why are people saying that Trailer 2 has been unpinned on YouTube? It's still pinned, you weirdos. It's still pinned. I think it's, if you're subscribed, it's not pinned. If you're unsubscribed, it's pinned. Or if you're not signed in on YouTube, it's pinned. Regardless, man. Weirdly, that rumour's been knocking about, but people have proven that it's still pinned on the channel. So stop fucking coming with that stupid clickbait bullshit, man. Now's not the time. Bizza with a 10 Australian. Bizza, I don't think I've ever said your name before, and you're dropping 10s out of nowhere. I really do appreciate it, man. That's far too generous. Ken, tell him what time it is.
It's showtime!
Yes, that's awesome. Yes,
Yeah! Come on, yeah!
Appreciate it, Big Cheese. 1 sec. Let me read this, and then we'll get amongst it. But to be fair, Zelnick did say promo starts summer. They don't need to build hype. They have it already. We have 2 trailers and a bunch of screenshots 6 months out. So really, we're okay. We're just friends. Yeah, Busy, you make a really good point. You know, we do have a lot of screenshots. We have the website. We have the character bios and stuff. It's just the elongated waiting periods. You know, we never had to wait over 500 days in between Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2. You know what I mean? And that was between Trailer 1 and Trailer 2. And I just think people are getting very, very people are just getting antsy because we're less than 6 months out now from the biggest video game of all time. And you know, the thing is, I know people like to make comparisons, but this is still being considered the biggest video game of all time. And we're less than 6 months out from it. Like, I'm at that point now where it's like, okay, I understand that Rockstar Games does what they do and I'm used to it, and I'm not going to sit here and rant and rave about it because I've called them out for years, but brother, fucking come on, you know what I mean? Is it not time to start kicking in now? The promo a little bit? Is it not time to ramp it up a touch now? Get it on, Jeff, with a 6. Again, another count that I've never said before. I appreciate you, Ken. Do you think?
It's showtime!
Do you really believe they let a trailer float on the internet that says May 26 and there is no Grand Theft Auto 6? That's bad for Rockstar. Something's going to happen. Get it on, Jeff. I agree. I've been saying this now. TGE said it last week or a couple of weeks ago. I'm saying the exact same thing. I'm drinking from the same bottle that you lot are. It makes no sense at all that on Tuesday next week, May 26th, the last most recent trailer for the biggest video game of all time by one of the biggest companies of all time is going to tell you that that game is out now. It makes no sense at all. Get it on, Jeff. So I completely agree. I think they'll definitely want trailer 3. to come out soon. Before the 26th. Or even on the 26th. I think it just makes all the sense in the world. Oh my good God. Right, team, I'm going to scroll down. Let me try and catch up. What are we saying? G-Money I can't find on YouTube where Rockstar has anything pinned at the top, but I can see it on Twitter. G-Money, I think you've either got to unsubscribe to them or sign out. On like there's 3 different ways. Obviously, you can look at YouTube's page, isn't there? But people have literally put screenshots on Twitter saying it's still pinned. So don't believe it, man. Oh, fucking hell. P8 with a 14 ZAR, 1 hour and 20 minutes. 1 hour and 15 now, lad. I just need to see the back end of this fucking earnings call, man. I need to see the back end of the earnings call. I need to see the back end of this stream. We need to get to the end of the day with no delays. That's where I'm at right now. Fucking hell. WDMCT, could you maybe make a second YouTube channel where you stream other games and where you are able to talk to a similar audience of people who are there to watch you other than the GTA 6 stuff? Yeah, WWE. Ha, WD. I have pondered a couple of times. I've actually created a couple of separate channels in the past couple of years. The issue that you've got, though, is when I created a second channel, it would take time away from this one, and I don't want to take time away from this channel yet because I'm still a really small channel, man. Again, I appreciate you all. We hit over 19,000 subs today, and I really can't say thank you enough. I never thought we'd hit over 1,000, to be honest with you. But I can't. I just at the moment I don't have enough collateral on this channel to spend time away from it, if that makes sense. Like, any content I want to make has to be on this channel right now. It just has to be. Because I want to build this up. You know, our goal's always been I want to get to at least 1 million subscribers on this channel. And I want to give you all really good Grand Theft Auto content going forward. But if I start making a second channel or a third channel now, like I tried doing last year, it just really, really takes time and effort away from this thing that I've not even built up to where I want it to be yet. So never say never, man. I do have ambitions of one day having a second channel, something where I can just sit down and talk shit with everyone, you know, like review movies and stuff. That's a really big that's a really, really big passion of mine. Talking about movies, talking about TV series and stuff. I'd really love to do that. But that would be on the side of this one. This will always be my main channel. But I want to get this to a point where I see it as a success, and we're nowhere near it, man. We're in the basement right now, man. We need to get this channel to where it needs to be, and we'll get there. We'll get there. G-Money, remember, folks, Officer G-Money is on duty and isn't afraid to pack you up and ship you out if you want to start trolling about delays. Oh, we got people trolling about delays. Greg, you go for it, brother. You're on it. That's why I pay you the big bucks. It's to be expected today, though, man. It's the earnings call. You know, we're expecting it. Any big days for Grand Theft Auto 6, you're going to get some trolls. It is where it is, pussies. Greg's going to pack you up. Big Man Mo with a 2 Canadian. Appreciate you, Mosif. Man hug, man drink, man time. Favourite YouTuber. Mo, that's my guy right there. Ken, do you think? Tell me what time it is.
It's showtime!
Just fucking get this earnings call over with, man. Seriously. Brother, fuck this live stream. Seriously, no joke. Time machine, just take me to 11 o'clock tonight and be done with it. Ghost for 2, appreciate you. Go shout out to MCT and Evil in chat. Goats. Or Ev1, sorry, in chat. Eve1 on chat. Eve1, boo it. Oh, fucking hell, man. Why am I so nervous? Why am I so nervous? I know why I'm nervous, because I said this before. We are in the exact same position we were in November, right before it got delayed again. We're 40 minutes out from when this game got delayed 6 months ago. Corey's become a friend, brother. I appreciate it. Corey, Kenneth, do your thing.
It's showtime!
Velocity Game Dev, hey MCT, you're my favourite GTA 6 streamer. I always do. Isn't it mad that people call me a Grand Theft Auto 6 streamer and the game doesn't even exist yet? Like, that's fucked. Isn't that weird? I appreciate, man, I appreciate the positivity, you know I do. But isn't that mad to think that people literally name me a Grand Theft Auto 6 streamer and the fucking game doesn't even exist? Mum? You proud? I always tune into your streams. I'm also from the UK, so I understand the banter and that. Anyway, have a good day. I also fully believe there is no delay. That's my guy right there, Velocity. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. Hopefully, fingers crossed. No delay incoming. No delay incoming. We got this, man. We got this. We got this. Oi, this game's not getting delayed, brother. We're Gucci. We're cool. We're on it. We're on it. Yo Liquid the 2. Appreciate you. Yo Liquid again. Oi. Don't think I've said Yo Liquid's name before. Appreciate you, brother. Yo MC, what's your go-to Nando's meal? Yo Liquid, what I do when I go to Nando's is I sit down, I look at the menu, I put the menu down, I have a look around, I ask myself, why the fuck did I walk in here? And I get out of that bitch and I book it over to KFC. No, I'm only joking, man. That's just a little bit of a rib. Not been to Nando's in a few years, but I don't know why I said that. I fuck with Nando's big time. I really like Nando's. I've just not been there in a really long time. Nando's, man, you gotta go. I'm assuming they still do it. Butterfly, garlic bread and mash. Talk to me. Talk to me, brother. Talk to me. Garlic bread and mash. That mash at Nando's is chef's kiss and puckered arsehole. Just that's the noise that it makes when it just pops out of the backside. 24 hours later, that mash just straight out of there, man. Just no nonsense. Oh, fucking, yeah. Oh, man, you're making me want Nando's. Bizza with the Australian 20 again. Bizza, far too generous, man, with these big donations tonight. I'm pleased we get a massive dub in the chat for Bizza again. I think it's very rare that I've said Bizza's name before, and he's dropping donations like a madman. I really do appreciate it, brother. Kenneth, you got to do your thing.
It's showtime!
Yes, that's awesome. Yes, yeah!
Coming on, yeah!
How am I still seeing people asking when does the call start? It's the pinned comment, you weirdos. That's bait. I'm telling you right now, people are baiting me. Busy with a 20. I'm feeling the silence too. It's been a years since last big title. I think they just overshot their timeline by 2 to 3 months. I believe November it is, day-wise. We are the closest we've been. Would have got a delay by now. Bizza, I do want you to be right on that point. I would agree with you. But I was, you know that shit that you're saying? I was saying that 6 months ago. In November, you go back and listen to what I was saying in November. I said if the game was going to be delayed, it either would have been delayed by now, or it was going to be delayed in January like they did with Grand Theft Auto 5. So again, I hope you're right. I'm 99% sure this game's on track and it's not going to be delayed. But I've played these games before, man. I've been here before. I've been sat here waiting for this earnings call 6 months ago. And half an hour before it, they just fucked all of us up. Sloth Donkey MCT, did you watch the latest season of The Boys? If so, how bad was it? Man, I can't believe how bad people are crashing out over The Boys. We were talking about it before, so I'm not going to ruin it because obviously there'll be a lot of people in here that haven't watched it. I saw a lot of people shitting on it. So I thought, right, okay, I'm going to go in with the bar set really low for the whole season. I watched the whole season from start to finish yesterday. So yesterday when I woke up, I hadn't watched episode 1. By the end of it, I'd watched it all. So I watched it all yesterday in one. So maybe that's why I enjoyed it. But I enjoyed it, man. I thought it was good. But before I came onto this stream, I saw Moist Critical. Really didn't like it. And then I watched Angry Joe, and he fucking hated it, man. And I was like, wow. They made a couple of really good points that I didn't immediately think of when I watched it. But again, I came in with the bar set low. So maybe if you've gone in and you've watched that straight from Jump Street, expecting the world, I can see why you'd probably not like it. But I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed it. But there are a lot of points that Moist Critical and Angry Joe made that kind of made me like, ooh, didn't pick up on that when I watched it. They actually, yeah. Langus with the 2, appreciate it, Langus. Hey up and welcome to MCT's Corner. Langus, I appreciate you with the 2. Oh my god. Super effing with the 2, just join what's going on tonight. And pal, super effing, no delays are happening tonight, pal. That's what's going on. Earnings call starting at 9:30. We are an hour and 5 minutes away from this earnings call. That's what's going on, lad. That's what's going on. Oh my god. Why am I so nervous, man? Look, it's not getting delayed again. It's not getting delayed, MCT. Just fucking stop being a bitch. Get a grip. Oh, Gabby Dimitri, MCT, have you watched From? Really good show. I really want to watch From. I've not put the time and effort into it yet. One of the reasons why I really wanted to watch it, because it's got Michael in it from Lost, and I'm a Lost slut. Fucking love Lost, man. You can eat my entire ass with that ending, by the way. The Lost ending, everyone hates it. Y'all can eat my entire ass. Okay. The Lost season, series, brilliant. Yes, the ending could have been better, but Lost itself, man. I mean, it lost itself after season 3. Let's be completely honest. It was never the same after season 3, but oh, Lost, so good. So when I saw Michael was in this thing, I was like, right, okay, I gotta watch it, and it does look good. I'm gonna have to go and check it out. Oh, fucking hell, I'm getting stiff now. Right, team, for anyone that can't read the pinned message, we are about an hour away from the earnings call. And for anyone that needs reminding, this time 6 months ago, Grand Theft Auto 6 was delayed in half an hour's time. So if we get through the next 60 minutes with no announcement, no hi everyone, say it quietly, but we might be golden, Pony Boy. We might be golden. Karl, do you think the people saying there's going to be a delay want a delay, or is it a case, or they're just jaded, understandably so, to be honest? Karl, you've asked a really good question there. Jada, pause the music a sec. This is something that I do want to say. I think I noticed something a while back in this community, on Reddit, on Twitter, even on YouTube. And I don't know if a lot of you have noticed it. I think some of you will have done. Karl, I think you're hovering around what I'm thinking. I think there are people in the Grand Theft Auto community now that call themselves fans of this franchise, but would rather the game be delayed to be proven right than the game comes out and be proven wrong. I've started noticing it a lot, man. On Twitter especially, where people will jump into the comments of anything and say, the game's being delayed, this is why it's being delayed, or the promo doesn't start till August, and this is why it's not starting till August, and they'll give genuine reasons as to why the game's not coming out in 2026, or why the promo and the marketing isn't going to start until August. And at first you read it and you go, you're just being negative. But I actually think like these people would rather not have anything till August, or not have the game come out this year and be proven right, than get everything that they want early doors. I honestly, man, no joke, I honestly have this feeling, and this goes to a few people in the fucking content creation space as well. I'm not going to name any names, but I think a few of them, they would rather Trailer 3 not come out tomorrow and be proven right and say if Trailer 3 drops in August. I think a few of them would rather see that outcome, and I think that's fucking wild to me. I would rather be proven wrong on everything I've ever said and get the game earlier, the trailers earlier, and get amongst it earlier. But I think there are more and more people in this fucking space now that would rather just publicly be seen as someone who is right. And I'm not rocking with that shit, man. You can call me wrong 1,000 times over. If we get things early doors, I'm all over it. I'm a fan. Like, first and foremost, fuck your content. Fuck being right. Fuck theories, man. I'm a fan of a video game, and I want to see the video game, and I want to experience a video game. But yeah, man, it's really starting to bug me now. Like this almost like snotty-nosed talking down to people of the game's being delayed again. I don't know why you're being excited. The marketing doesn't start till summer. Strauss even told you that. Like, brother, have a day off and fuck you. Like, stop being such a miserable bitch. The marketing, I hate that at the moment. The marketing doesn't start till summer. So what are you excited for? Because what's point wasting your time? What's point wasting your time? That goes to everyone as well, by the way. Honestly, no joke, it goes to everyone. I'm really burnt out at the moment with just people just talking like they fucking know shit. Like, it's weird, right? You know what's crazy to me? Is at the moment, none of us know shit. And that's been proven for the past 3 years. None of us. Whether you think something's coming tomorrow, whether you think something's coming in 2 years' time. None of us know shit. It's all theory work. But the people that have a negative mindset, the people who are convinced the game's getting delayed and the marketing doesn't start till August, or are so convinced that they talk down to you and they talk at you and they talk through you. And if you even try to argue it, you're a simp and you don't understand how marketing works. But yet, if you want to have a theory and be positive and go, I think there's a possibility Trailer 3 could come out tomorrow. No, you don't. No, Gimp. No, you're wrong. Like, shut the fuck up. You boring bastards. You can feel that I'm holding on some feelings, right, man. For the past month, I've been seeing it, man. I've been seeing bullshit across this whole community. And I don't give a fuck, man. I'm at the point now, I don't care if some content creators see us. There are some content creators as well that have been pissing me off a little bit recently. Just the proper negative outlook. Like, just shut up, you fucking bitch. Shut up. Fucking well annoying, man. Like, talking down to people like you know better than everyone. You don't know shit. No one in this community knows fuck all. But yet, the people that want to shit on everyone and be negative are just talking down to everyone. This is why I just don't need this game to be delayed again, man. Just get me through the next 5.5 months. The game can come out, and then we don't need to have these conversations anymore. All this is irrelevant. In 6 months, all this is irrelevant because the game's going to be out. No more theories. We're done. Sorry, the past 5 minutes, that other guy came out then. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to go off on a rant, but yeah, I've been seeing some bullshit, man. I've been seeing some bullshit. Mrs. MCT, shut up. I'm waiting for a Rockstar Games tweet and you're clickbaiting me. It's Real Play with a 2. Appreciate it. It's Real Play. No news is good news. Don't lose faith. I agree. If we get to the end of this earnings call and we've had nothing at all, I'll take it. I don't care, man. Like, fuck your Trailer 3. I don't care. I'd rather just not get a delay announcement. I'm at that point now. Biz again with a 10. I appreciate you, Biz. I can do you think?
It's showtime!
My brother and I were there for 5 midnight release. This game means a lot for me as I was 5 watching him play 3, San Andreas, etc. 5:30 AM Australian time. I just want to wake my brother up with good news today. Busy, man. 5 months and 3 weeks. Getting amongst it, lad. Getting amongst it. Right, team, I can see I'm falling behind. I'm going to try and just quickly scroll down here and try and read as much as I can do again. I appreciate you all knocking about, man. We're less than an hour away now from the earns call. So if the worst is going to happen, it's going to happen in the next 50 minutes, innit? So we'll see. Biz with a 2, I got a pack of cigarettes ready. My guy. Never... I said this. I actually got asked this other day in stream. Have you ever smoked? I've smoked 1 menthol cigarette in my entire life and I almost died. So, no. I don't smoke. WD with the 50 SEK. Appreciate you, WD. What are we saying? If we all say and believe 100% the game will be delayed, then maybe the universe won't let it happen. Trust, also watch from. It's great. WD, man, I like the reverse psychology. So if we all keep saying the game's getting delayed, it won't be delayed. I don't mind that. I would hate it though if we did that and we manifested it. Because then it's all on us. Dan D with the 2, appreciate you, Dan. If we pass 9:05, it will be fine. Dan, brother, I'm saying 9:15. 9:15 is where I'm going to start feeling a bit positive. Roderick with the 2, appreciate it, Roderick. People will be people, MCT. Hashtag go gunner. Roderick, you're an Arsenal fan. That's all I'm saying. Carl, I think if we get no delay and the reassurance that it'll come out when they say it will, that'll really be a weight off my back because this is the last chance, Rockstar, I have to announce a delay. Yeah, look, man, I know that I'm hovering around. No delay today. No delay announcement today means that's it. We're golden for the next 5.5 months. Obviously, that's not the case. A video game can get delayed at any point. Of course it can. It could be delayed on the 18th. November the 18th. We really don't know, do we? But all I'm hovering around now is the biggest delay that we've had so far was the second delay, and it came half an hour before an earnings call when everyone expected something. We have now come around full circle. 6 months ago, everyone was expecting something. So get me past the next 50 minutes and we can talk turkey. Privik with the 10 PLN. Appreciate you, Privik. What we're saying, we're getting good news today, MCT. Much love. We are, man. I agree. We are. We're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, man. We're getting good news. It's a good news day, man. It's a good news day. Get it on Hefe with the 11 euros. I appreciate you, Jeff. Ken, do you think?
It's showtime!
Appreciate you, brother. What we saying? Strauss never mentioned May 26th before it got delayed. He did. Sorry, Strauss. I read that well too fast, Jeff. Let me read this again. Calm your titties, MCT. Just slow down. Slow your roll, lad. Slow your roll. Strauss never mentioned May 26th before it got delayed. He did mention November 19th. Since then, he got interviewed. He wouldn't do that when there is still a chance it gets delayed. Jeff, you make a really good point. A lot of people have been making this point as well. It's not just like one interview he did. So people are making the comparisons that before the game got delayed in May, the first time, he'd done an interview with Bloomberg the month before saying he was confident about the game's release date, and then it got delayed the month after, obviously, which we all know. And a lot of people is saying what Jeff's saying now, whereas he didn't say the May 26th date with confidence before that delay. He's now been saying November 19th in multiple interviews, and he's been doing multiple interviews for the past couple of weeks. So that all lines up to be positive. Of course it does, man, 100%. So I'm right there with you, Jeff. I'm right there with you. I just need to get to this earnings call, and I just need to hear it. I just need to listen to that reassurance of this fucking earnings call that we're Gucci and we're good to go. Because we've been building, man, I don't know about anyone else, but I've been building this up for 6 months. When it got delayed in November, we all agreed something could drop in December. Nothing dropped in December. I'm talking about screenshots or a cover art. We expected nothing in February. Nothing came in February. We were all expecting May to be the month where we were going to get something around Grand Theft Auto 6. And at the moment, we still have nothing. So, fucking hell. Doing it for views with a 5. Appreciate you, brother. Rockstar not marketing during the World Cup sounds off to me. I hope something is still coming. I agree. There is no way Grand Theft Auto 6 does not get marketing at the World Cup. Not a chance. It's the biggest viewed sports. It's the biggest viewed sports event in human history. If you can market it at the World Cup, you market it at the World Cup. Don't give me this bullshit of it's Rockstar Games, you do things differently. It's the biggest sporting event in the world. It's not the Super Bowl. It's not the Champions League. It's the World Cup. Enough said. Slunk of the night with a 5. What are we saying, brother? Appreciate you. Hey, brother. Hope you're doing well. What's your favourite movie? At the moment, it's The Big Short. Love it. Love it. It's been my favourite film for pretty much ever since I watched it. So it's been out a while, man. Love it. Every time I watch it, I feel like I'm watching a new film. It's an incredible film. If we're talking sci-fi, and also it's based on one of the biggest events in human history. If we're talking sci-fi, for me, it's Tron Legacy. Brother, Tron, are you talking Tron? Are we talking Tron Legacy right now? Fam, are we talking Tron Legacy? Talk to me about Tron. But my all-time favourite is Pink Floyd's The Wall. Sci-fi wise, I mean, yeah, Tron Legacy for me, obviously. Literally got a tattoo of it. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Brilliant. Brilliant film. And can I give you one more? I've actually, you know what? I'm actually that sad. I've actually got a list of some of my favourite films and TV of all time. I won't give you my full list. Maybe I will do one day. But let me just try and find it. Where are we? It'll be somewhere. Hold on a minute, lad. There we go. Heat. I'll give you a Heat. How about that? Heat, Moneyball. I'll give you some top ones here. The Hateful Eight, The Breakfast Club. It's a mad world. Incredible film. I think it was from the 60s. If you enjoy the film Rat Race, go and watch It's a Mad World. The film's actually based on the whole premise of it. It's absolutely incredible. And let's go for one more. Let's go Galaxy Quest. Galaxy Quest is brilliant. Again, that wasn't in order. That was just a few random ones. Oh, fucking hell, man. 20 minutes until 9 o'clock. 20 minutes until we get to the point where GTA 6 got delayed 6 months ago. And then we're half an hour away from the actual earnings call itself. Paula Camel with the 5. Appreciate it, Billy. Not gonna lie, I've been feeling anxious all day. Can't even focus on work today, but you gotta have faith. Last thing we want is a repeat of Cyberpunk. Yeah, Paula Camel, the thing is, man, I've had these conversations for the past year, before we even got the first delay. You know, I had so many people in these chats being like, look, if they have to delay the game, they have to delay the game. We don't want a Cyberpunk on our hands. And I agree. But I've been covering this shit for 2 years. I've been covering it, you know, since the dust settled on Trailer 1. And I think it's time now. I think they're going to be at that point where if this game wasn't ready for November, they'd just start cutting content like they did with GTA 5, like they did with Red Dead. GTA 6 is going to have cut content no matter what, but I just don't see it getting delayed again. Oh, Ben, you fucking prick. Ben Videotex just tweeted out, Rockstar Games, please don't tweet anything now, okay? But because it came up at Rockstar Games, I thought Rockstar had tweeted something. Ben, don't do it to me, lad. Don't do that to me. Oh... Ninja with a 5, appreciate you, Ninja. 2 wishes for 2026 Grand Theft Auto 6, no delay, Spurs get relegated. Man, can you actually imagine if Spurs get relegated on last day of season? Biggest relegation of all time. Gabby Dimitri, MCT, how often do you watch movies? Quite regularly. Quite regularly. What was the last film that I watched? I don't know. I watched All the Boys yesterday. What's that? 8 hours? Over 8 hours. Film-wise, when was the last time I watched a film? I've been watching a lot of documentaries recently, Gabby. So actually, I know I've said I watched a lot of films. I probably haven't watched a film in probably a couple of weeks. But I'm a massive movie buff. Huge movie buff. I did say before, if I were ever going to have a second channel, it would definitely be me talking about films and TV. Cal, do you think that with the success of Cyberpunk as a game, that they could do a streaming series similar to the great Fallout TV series? The issue you've got, Cal, is there is actually going to be a big sci-fi Cyberpunk style TV series. I think it's coming out on Apple TV, and it comes out next year, I think, or maybe it starts at the end of this year, I can't remember. People in the chat will probably know what I'm talking about. I can't remember what its name is. Obviously, it's a famous book, but apparently Cyberpunk took a lot of inspiration from that novel, and that's getting a TV series this year. So I don't think we'll be seeing any Cyberpunk TV series anytime soon. Plus, obviously, CD Projekt Red are going to be focusing on Cyberpunk 2, because we already know that's coming out. So I wouldn't expect to see a Cyberpunk TV series anytime soon. But that one that is coming out either this year or next. In fact, you know what? It's going to bug me. What's it called? Apple TV. If I just put in Cyberpunk, I bet it'll tell me what it is. Apple TV. In one such story. Oh, what's it called? Neuromancer. Is that right? Am I saying that right? Neuromancer. Apparently, it's supposed to be brilliant. I need to read it though. Yeah, it's either Neuromancer. Apparently, if you like Cyberpunk, you need to read this book, and there is an Apple TV series that's going to start either this year or next year. And it sounds like it's going to be brilliant, so I'm looking forward to that. Dilla Hunt with the 2, appreciate you, Dilla Hunt. You better had finished One Piece live action, please. I've not, Dilla Hunt. I actually stopped watching it. I need to get back to watch it. So I finished season 1. I need to start season 2. Look, if we don't get any massive, that's what she said. If we don't get any huge Grand Theft Auto 6 news in the next week or 2, I might make time and get One Piece finished. But we'll see. We'll see. Right, team, I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. I say this every single time. If anyone has dropped a message in the chat that I've not been able to get to, just pop it in again if you want to. Don't spam it, though, because mods will just pack you up. But if I've missed anything, just drop it in again. If I get to it, I get to it. But I appreciate you all knocking about, man. When is the earnings call starting? There is no way people are still asking me that question without baiting me. That has to be bait. I've literally pinned a message in the chat when the earnings call started. Come on, I'm not having that. Old McDonald had a question. We'll be happy with just some reassurance that the game is still coming out in November as planned, just to give everyone that peace of mind. Stops the expectations. We'll get news each day. Old McDonald, yeah, man, I'm at that point now. Like, fuck your trailer. I just need confirmation the game's not getting delayed again. That's where I'm at right now. Gabby Dimitri and Game Roll just posted that Red Dead Redemption 2 and Grand Theft Auto 6 second delay both got delayed at 9:05 UK time. Game Roll, you fucking prick. Did he actually? Did he actually? Why is he doing that, man? Why is he doing that? He arsehole. What arsehole. Wow, Kalshi have dropped... Oh, man, Kalshi have dropped the chances of Grand Theft Auto 6 Trailer 3 releasing this month to 50%. At one point, other day, it got to like 90% or 80-odd%. Wow. That's mad. So Kalshi saying it's 50-50 if GTA 6 Trailer 3 comes out this month. Crazy. I should be getting notifications from Game Roll. Why has it not popped up? 19 minutes ago, fun fact, Red Dead Redemption 2 and Grand Theft Auto 6 were both delayed at the exact same time, 9:05 BST. Oh my god. The only thing that does actually fill me with a bit of positivity is we've already had that delay. That it got delayed at 9:05 in November. So that fills me with a bit of positivity. Like, you know, if you were going to delay the game again, you wouldn't do it in the exact same time on the exact same day, would you? As you did it 6 months ago, right? I think I'm just trying to convince myself this game's not getting delayed again at this point. Velocity Game Dev. I've just seen your message. You must have copied and pasted it. I did read it before. I don't know if you missed it. I did actually read your message before, man. Monster Puff Joe, if it gets delayed, I'm going underwater in Subnautica and I'm never coming back up. You know, it's a bit extreme, innit, lad? Bit extreme. I don't think it'll be delayed, man. I don't. But we're about to find out, aren't we? We'll find out in the next... Earnings call starts at 9:30. But I think the earnings call itself actually starts being recorded about 1:15 or something. So if it's going to get announced before the earnings call, it's going to be in the next half an hour. So if anyone thinks GTA 6 will be delayed one more time, then you're looking at the next half an hour, the next 30 minutes. Fuck, man. I need this earnings call to just be done. It's pretty mad, isn't it? Because like since November, this is all we've been talking about. May and this earnings call. Once this earnings call drops, it's like where do we go from here? Like, do people start getting excited for May 26th next week? Like, that would be the big thing, won't it? Once the earnings call ends today, I think starting tomorrow, everyone will be like, right, okay, Trailer 2 still says May 26th, so something has to come before May 26th. So that'll be the next thing, won't it? That's why I just need Trailer 3 to get announced tomorrow, man. I just need these theories to die. I need the theories to die. I need the speculation, the hype. Like, the hype and stuff, it's great, don't get me wrong, but we're at that point now. We need Rockstar to just put us out of our misery and just tell us when Trailer 3 is coming so everyone can just stop theorizing about Trailer 3. And I know that sounds a bit... what's the term that I'm thinking of? A bit hypocritical, because I've been ranting for the past couple of weeks saying I don't like it when people say that you need to stop theorizing about trailers and stuff because that's part of the entertainment, and I do get it. But we've had enough now. We have had enough. We really have, man. We've been at that point now where enough theories have caught like wildfire and failed miserably. We've had enough now, I think, personally. I think everyone can agree in this chat. We can all put our hands up and say it's been a good run. But the theories can come to an end now. Rockstar, just tell us when something's coming. Doesn't have to be today, but just tell us in the next week or so, and then that's it. The theories can just end. Because I'm sick of it, man. I'm sick of going on Twitter. I'm sick of going on Reddit. And just seeing bullshit after bullshit. You know, you'll see something on Reddit, and then an hour later someone will post it on Twitter, and you know exactly what's going to happen. Like, oh no, And it's just going to start all this cycle all over again, man. Nathan MCT, if we got a trailer and pre-orders at 9 o'clock, would you pre-order on stream? Nah, man. If we got a trailer, I don't think trailers and pre-orders will drop at 9 o'clock, brother. I mean, we'll see in 10 minutes, won't we? I'm only pre-ordering the collector's edition. If I can, obviously, if I can. Nathan, when the collector's edition's available to pre-order, that's the only thing I'm pre-ordering. As for the digital version, there's not really gonna be much point me pre-ordering that. I'll literally just buy the digital version like when it's out. Like I'll probably pre-order the digital version like a couple of days out so I can early download it, because I'm assuming it'll be an early download like most of them are now. But yeah, I'm only gonna be pre-ordering the collector's edition. Orbin Studio says previously Rockstar videos on YouTube were 466, but now it's 467. All they're cooking. Orbin, don't read into that shit, man. They can make some videos private. They can unlist some videos. Don't read into it, man. Don't cook yourself. Don't cook yourself. Oh, I was reading that and Gabby's just shit canned them. Ha! Unlucky. Unique. You know what, actually, I will just quickly read this, because I did see it. Gabby, I appreciate you being on the quick draw, but I started reading it, so I'll give him his time. I'll give him his moment in the sun. MCT, are you gay? Not the last time I checked. Not there's anything wrong with that, but no. I like Mrs. MCT a bit too much. She's very attractive. 11 out of 10. Gabby Dimitri MCT, some must-watch movie suggestions. Fucking hell, Gabby, I gave you some must-watch movie suggestions before. The Big Short, Moneyball, Tron Legacy, Heat, Shawshank Redemption, It's a Mad, Mad, Mad World. Tell you what, actually, Gabby, you asked me before what was a film that I've watched recently. Right, this is gonna piss people off, right? What's that film? The last film, Gabby, that I watched. What's it called? What is it called? It had Leonardo DiCaprio in it. What was his latest film called? One Battle After Another. Oh my god. Shit. Shit film. Sorry. I'm really deep in with my films. I love movie making. A bit of MCT lore. For years, I'd planned on saving money to move to Canada because I was going to go to I think it's the Vancouver Film School or something, and I was going to study like movie direction and stuff. So I'm big in my films like that. And when I saw that film, and I saw how many awards it got, how many it was voted for, the reception towards it, the cast, Sean Penn, love Sean Penn, Leonardo DiCaprio, I was like, okay, this is going to be right up my alley. Shit film. Shit film. The score is atrocious. This weird jazz music that sets the tone for nothing at all. One of my most unpopular opinions, probably. One of the most overrated films I've seen in the past couple of years. I saw so many people saying that that was a brilliant film, incredible. I mean, look, from Tom Michia, One Battle was unbelievable. Tom, everyone was telling me that at all, so maybe I went in with the bar set too high. But honestly, brother, I was so disappointed in it. So disappointed. I thought it was going to be brilliant, and I just... Nope. Nope. And the thing is, I can't even say it's not for me, because those kind of films are exactly right up my alley. But no. I'm not going to go so far to say as I hated it, because I think there was a good film in there. Maybe I need to go back and rewatch it again. There has been times where I've watched films once, didn't really like them, went back a second time and appreciated them a little bit more. So maybe I have to watch it again a bit deeper. But I was really disappointed in it. Maybe I set the bar too high, but the soundtrack was awful, man. That horrible jazz soundtrack didn't set the tone for anything. Really? No. Not my favourite film. No. Disappointed. Team, we are 40 minutes away from the earnings call. Realistically, between you and me, from friend brother to friend brother, we are 20 minutes away from finding out if this game's getting delayed for a third time or not. Publicly. We're getting closer, man. We're getting closer, but I've been saying to all that I'm really confident this game's not getting delayed again, but the next 20 minutes, I need this 20 minutes just to fly by. I really do, man. I really do. Okay, now. I'm not sweating, but internally I'm dripping a bead. J-Moz with the 280 Canadian. Appreciate you, J-Moz. Have you played Elden Ring? Yeah, I played it. Weren't for me. I was a bit gutted, actually, because I paid full whack for it. I paid full price for Elden Ring because I saw everyone like going nuts on it. Not my kind of game, to be honest. But I thought, you know what, we'll give it a whirl. And yeah, man, I think I played it for like maybe 2 hours, and I just knew that I was forcing it. I have a lot of respect for video games like that. I understand why it won a lot of awards, but just not mine. Just not my kind of game, brother. There's a good game in there, of course there is, but it just weren't for me. Atomic Glitch for the 5, appreciate you, brother. Someone asked Sav the same exact question if Sav was gay in his live stream last night. Okay then. Atomic Glitch, you sent a 5 to say that? That's crazy. I appreciate your support. Donald Alvarado. I'm not actually going to read that because I need to watch Sinners. Still need to watch it. I'm really gutted that I've not watched it yet. I will watch Sinners soon. Happy Chubby Bear has been a member for 9 months. Brother, that's far too ridiculous. I can't say thank you enough. 9 months is a huge show of support. Please can tell me what time it is.
It's showtime!
Sloth Donkey, the Odyssey is not looking good either. Man, I love how people's mentality has changed. Because apparently, what's the actor called? Who's I don't want to obviously what's the term? Dead name him or something? I don't want to come across disrespectful, so I'm just gonna go to trusty Google. The Odyssey. What is it? Is it Elliot Page? One sec. They were in an Inception. Brilliant film, by the way. One of my favourite films of all time. Yeah, Elliot Page. So I love how a lot of people are now turning on Christopher Nolan and The Odyssey because apparently Elliot Page is going to be playing what's his name? Achilles. Dude, have a day off. You've not even watched the film. You've literally not even watched the film. And you're already saying the film's going to be trash because one person was cast as one character. And I'm even going to go further. If you look at the story of what's it? Is it Assidious? I can't remember the guy's name. The story is him getting back to what is it? Sparta? Where's he from? Sparta or something? I've got the book. I need to read the book. The point is, they go to Troy. Whatever happens in Troy, and then he wants to get back to his family. Right? Achilles doesn't need to be the whole anchor point of that story. The anchor point of the story is Matt Damon's character, and people are genuinely saying that film's going to be shit because one person has been cast as one character. Crazy. That's mental. I'm a huge Christopher Nolan fan, huge Matt Damon fan, so I'm really looking forward to it. One person being cast as one character isn't enough for me to turn on it. Not a chance at all. I'm going to be in that cinema, watching that film, getting amongst it. Monster Puff Joe MCT, could you do a viewer call in like Sav does on Discord? I know you don't want to make a Discord server, but I think a viewer calling in and asking a question or two would be fun. Monster Puff Joe, I don't think I've been saying your name regularly, so I appreciate you knocking boots, brother. I don't know how long you've been rocking with us for, but I'm not going to say that I started that, but I was doing that months ago. I was doing that at the end of last year. I was doing it regularly. I was doing it 3 times a week. I was doing those live phone-ins 3 times a week. Well, not live, sorry. We had our Discord up and people were sending us pre-recorded voicemails and I'd react to them and we'd make content out of it. But it just got to a point where it was just too stressful just keeping up with the Discord in general, man. So, Monster Puff Joe, I appreciate the heads up of something that I should be doing. It is a good idea because obviously we've got the whole radio station thing set up. But yeah, I've already done it. Oh, we did it for about 2 months. Yeah, and again, I did enjoy it, but it's just the Discord itself. I've gone into details about the Discord before. There's still stuff that you lot don't know about the Discord that went down, which I'm not comfortable getting into. But yeah, the Discord, never say never, but as of right now, I'm not looking to make a Discord again. It was just too much fucking stress. JTV says Euphoria is woke slop. If anyone here watches it, you're a loser. Fucking hell, I think JTV's a little bit annoyed at Euphoria. I think I watched the first 4 episodes of Euphoria, and I didn't think it was awful, but I knew that when I was on that 4th episode, I knew I was like, this ain't for me, man. This is for the dogs. I think if I was a lot younger, if I was in sort of like high school, if I was in my teenage years, I probably would really like it because it's a story that obviously speaks towards that generation. But I think I think anyone over the age of your mid-20s, I'd be surprised if you can correlate to the stuff that I was watching in 4 episodes of Euphoria. And from what I've seen as well, from the latest episodes, I've seen a few clips. Like it just looks fucking weird now, doesn't it? Yeah, Euphoria looks a bit strange now, man. More power to you, I guess. People still talking about the Odyssey. Again, I ain't getting involved with the whole casting shit, man. People being cast in roles isn't enough for me to get put off a film. Like, people were going nuts over the Snape thing. Like, I'm still gonna watch the TV series. Like, brother, what are we doing? Guess what? None of us are gonna be here in 100 years. So stop taking life too seriously. Right, it's 9 o'clock. Team, it's 9 o'clock. Fuck's sake. Right, J-Dog, pause the music. Not that anyone needs a reminder, but I'm gonna remind everyone regardless. 6 months ago, Grand Theft Auto 6 got its second delay at 9:05, and it was 25 minutes before an earnings call. We are now 5 minutes away from 9 o'clock. There is a very good chance if Grand Theft Auto 6 was going to be delayed one more time, it would come in the next 5 minutes. Now, I'm not saying that when the clock strikes 10... No, I'm not saying that when the clock strikes 10 past, I'm like, sound, this game is never getting delayed. It's 1000% coming out November 19th, because we know that, unfortunately, life isn't that rosy. But I'm going to be very confident if we get to 15:15 and there's not been a hi everyone tweet. Seneca, bro, I'm so fucking scared right now. Seneca, you and me both. My arsehole is at the back, man. We just need to get through the next 10 minutes. For me personally, just the next 10 minutes we go by, we're not tweeting, we're buzzing. I generally think there's people out there who are hoping this game gets delayed again, man. Oh my god. J-Dog, if you're going to play music, we need something better to set the tone. We can't be listening to Diva from Karl Casey at Whiteboard Audio. I appreciate you, Carl, but now's not the time for slow. We need something to build us up. Malibu Moon? No. We need something better than Malibu Moon. Where are we? VH Vision? No, Jupiter. Last Night? Malibu? No. Lost Error. Don't mind a bit of Lost Error. Let's turn it up a bit. Oh, this is setting the tone for a delay. Man. Monster Puff Joe, the 250. Appreciate you, Monster Puff Joe. Keep being yourself. That's what makes you the best. Oh, brother, I appreciate it. I appreciate the positivity. Carl Johnson says nothing ever happens. Carl, I need to stress this to you right now. Of all the times I've read that message, nothing ever happens. I hope nothing ever happens in the next 10 minutes. Because if something happens, it's bad news. J-Dog, turn it up. Jade, bring it down a little bit. We can't just sit here for the next 6 minutes and listen to music, can we? Even though I really want to. Fucking hell, man. It's not really that deep, is it, to be honest? It's really not that deep. It's pixels on a screen, it's just a video game. But, like I said, man, if we're going to not see another delay for Grand Theft Auto 6 anytime soon, we got to get past the next 7 minutes. Biz with a 2, appreciate with a Soviet Connection, Grand Theft Auto 4 soundtrack for hype. I can't put it on, man. Copyright. If it weren't for YouTube copyright striking that shit, I'd be playing that right now. Jed, I've turned it up a little bit. I can't deal with it, man. I can't deal with this shit. I'm not even sitting there on Twitter, man. I feel sick. I feel fucking sick. Man, I can't. As Anne says, I'm afraid. Trust me, man. Right now, for the next 2 minutes, I'm really like shitting myself. Oh my god! Come on, Rockstar, don't do it. Don't do it. It's 5 past. Don't do it, man. Don't announce another delay. Just don't do it. Don't do it, man. Please don't fucking delay this game again. For anyone that doesn't know what's going on right now, the earnings call starts in 20 minutes, 25 minutes. But if Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be delayed again, it's going to happen in the next 5 minutes. Spooks, guys, it's not getting delayed again. Snap out of it. Spooks, I'm right there with you, brother. But I need to see this next 5 minutes out. I need to. For my own health, I need to. Rockstar just tweeted out. Sorry, I can't. Sorry. Sorry, I had to, man. I had to. Right, we're at 6 minutes past. Wow, the music slowed down perfectly there, didn't it? Right, look, it's 6 minutes past. I'm not confident as of right yet. I know a few people are saying we made it, no news is good news and stuff. I'm right there with you, but trust me, I'm not confident until we get to about 10 past, I think, personally. Not as nervous as I was a minute ago, but if I see a Rockstar Games tweet in the next 5 minutes, man, I'm gonna fucking cry. Because there's no way they're going to announce Trailer 3, pre-orders, cover art, or anything this late on in the day. If they announce anything, man, I need to stress this too. Ben, you fucking dick! Stop doing that! Ben Videotech again has just fucking clickbaited me. 10 seconds ago, we passed 5 minutes without a delay tweet. Phew. Man, Ben, you piece of shit. I can't believe that, man. He's just done me. He's absolutely baited me. Avidity with a 2, appreciate you, Avidity. Oh my god, Take-Two just... I need to stop looking at my phone. Take-Two just emailed me. Is it about the earnings call? It's report results. Sorry, I've got Take-Two notifications on my email. Man, people need to stop. Right now, this is not the time to do this to me. Avidity, main character, Tannen, click at your scumbags with a 2, appreciate you, Avidity. Oh my god, man, I need to just... This stream needs to die. I need this earnings call to be done with. What are Take-Two saying? Take-Two Interactive Software Inc. reports results for 4th quarter. Oh, shit. Oh, wait, what? Take-Two Interactive... The report's in. What? I've never had Take-Two emails sent to me as notifications before an earnings call. Take-Two Interactive Software Incorporated report results for 4th quarter. Oh, so I think it's just the results report. I don't think it's... Right, Jade, I'm going to turn the music down a sec. What I'm going to do, I'll bring it up on my emails. One sec, team. I'll bring up the report on my emails and see if there's anything worthwhile reading. I think some people reporting it on Twitter anyway. One second. Why is that not popping up there? Oh, it's the wrong. Sorry, it's the wrong emails. I've got two different sets of emails loaded up. I'll bring it up on my phone. View this release. Sometimes they send you links on, it doesn't work. Oh, there we go. Take-Two Interactive Software Inc. reports results for fourth quarter and fiscal year 2026. So this is just a report. I think this is just a report for the earnings that they've already made. So this shouldn't have any Grand Theft Auto 6 news in it. 1.5 billion fiscal fourth quarter net bookings. 6.72 billion fiscal year. Initial outlook, New York. It's all the Wall Street jargon. CEO comments, Strauss-Zelnick. Right, Jared, pause the music a sec. Again, for anyone that doesn't know what the hell is going on right now, Take-Two Interactive have just emailed everyone that's on the email list. Obviously, you can easily sign up for it. It's a public thing. Sec. What's OBS doing? Are we good? My OBS said that it dipped out for a second. I think we're all right now. My OBS said that it just dipped out. So I'm assuming we're okay. I think so, yeah. Right, one sec. So CEO Strauss-Zelnick has said, our fiscal 2026 performance was exceptional and exceeded our initial expectation, blah, 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 blah. We believe fiscal 2027 will establish new record levels of reporting of operating performance driven by the November 19th. Oh my fucking God! He's actually said it. We knew it was coming, but he's actually said it. The comments has actually said it. We believe fiscal 2027 will establish new record levels of operating performance driven by the November 19th launch of Grand Theft Auto 6, along with strong execution across our portfolio. This is the first time they have ever officially included Grand Theft Auto 6 into the upcoming numbers. That's the first time. I know that they've talked about it, but that's the first time he's ever included Grand Theft Auto 6 in the upcoming fiscal numbers. That right there is confirmation at the moment there is no plans for a Grand Theft Auto 6 delay. Man, fucking buzzing. J-Dog, just get a bit of music playing right now, man. We need to celebrate. Let's just play some Arcane. What the hell is this? I don't even know, man. Team, anyone in the chat right now, this is a good news day. That confirmation of Grand Theft Auto... Can we get something better playing? J-Dog, let's get some Malibu Moon playing. Alright, turn it down, let's get professional, let's be a bit professional in here. Right, for anyone that doesn't know what I'm talking about, that's really good news for anyone. Again, look, the earnings call is going to be in 15 minutes, so we're going to listen to it anyway, but this is really good news, man, because this is the first time they've ever included Grand Theft Auto 6 into the upcoming fiscal numbers. They've never done this before, which means right now, as it stands, there is no planned Grand Theft Auto 6 delays going forward. In 5 months, 3 weeks, and whatever change it is, Take-Two Interactive are telling their investors Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to come out November 19th. This is the positive news that you've all been waiting for. For anyone that thought there could be a chance that there was going to be a delay, this tells you right now, the billionaires are not planning on another delay. That's really good news to get, man. Seriously, no joke. I'll keep reading. We expect to sustain this higher level of scale, generate strong cash flows, and deliver long-term shareholder value as we release our robust development pipeline, continue to optimize our live services, and capitalize on new business opportunities. We expect to sustain this higher level of scale, generate strong cash flows, and deliver long-term shareholder value as we release our robust development pipeline. I think that's just jargon for the Grand Theft Auto 6 shit. Financials, net bookings were 1.5 billion, blah, blah, whatever, fourth quarter fiscal financial results. The following data is used internally, blah, 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 blah. Again, it's all just numbers right now that I'm looking at. The above utilized management, whatever, fiscal year financial, total net bookings, blah, 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 blah. Net bookings, fiscal year financial results. Again, team, I'm just going through all the jargon. Ben's just tweeted something out. Ben will have gone through this a lot better than me, so I'll just quickly read Ben's tweet 8 seconds ago. Take-Two CEO Strauss selling on Grand Theft Auto 6. We believe fiscal 2026 will establish new record levels of operating performance driven by the November. Oh, so Ben's going over what I've just gone over. Right, okay, fair enough. Ha! Ben, beat you to it, you little worm. Right, okay, team. Look, we're 15 minutes out from the earnings call, so anything that's going to be said, we're going to listen to it anyway. But honestly, man, for anyone that was worried about a delay, I would not be worried at all. I wouldn't be worried one bit. No planned delays. Fuck it. In fact, you know, fuck it. I'm putting it in the title. Where are we here? Edit. No GTA 6 delay. No GTA 6 delay confirmed. Is that not, that's not clickbait, is it? The earnings call, no GTA 6 delay confirmed. Sam, we'll save that for now. It's a working title. We can change it later on. Right, let me come to chat. Let me read these from you lot, and then we'll get back to it, and then we'll talk. Again, the earnings call is going to go live in 15 minutes, so we'll load that bitch up at 25 past. Oh, Law Martin with the 5. Appreciate you, brother. They said summer marketing and are sticking with it. Let's keep our heads down and hopes up. American Missile with the 2. Hi, everyone. Omar with the 2. They reaffirmed it in the results. What's... Take-Two have sent another email. I don't know what that means. There's a file that's been formed. I think I got that email last week as well, so I don't think it's anything... If that's something to worry about, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Omar, they reaffirmed it in the results. Yep, Omar, we just read that. Buzzing. Jose Goshia with the 279. We can't hear you. This is a great bit. Let's... Oh, is that before when the OBS was crashing out? Corey T with the 279. This is a great bit. Bizer, let's eat. Minty, I got goosebumps. Sam of Anarchy MCT, when are pre-orders going live across all platforms is what I want to know. Sam, all that we were bothered about today was no more delays. They've just confirmed it as it stands right now. There's no more planned Grand Theft Auto 6 delays. Less than 6 months out. I'll take it. Fuck your pre-orders. Fuck Trailer 3. I'll take it. It's a good news day, man. Good news day. Midnight Gaming with the 2. Big Daddy's in the house. JBS with the 10. I appreciate it. JBS, can't tell them what time it is.
Showtime!
Yes, that's awesome. Yes,
Yeah! Come on, yeah!
I'm so happy, man. I'm buzzing. I'm really buzzing, man. Game's not being delayed. The game's not getting delayed again. JBS with a 10. Tried a Mystic Hex. Lady ripped my arsehole in my hand at the end. That was weird. Either it gives us good news today or a virgin on goat's milk whose pants... JBS, are you alright, brother? I appreciate the 10, but are you alright? That's a wild message to read. That's a wild message to read. Man. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you fucking say. I don't care what you say. Fuck Trailer 3. Trailer 3 can come out whenever it wants. Pre-orders can come out whenever it wants. The cover art can come out whenever it wants. We have just had confirmation that there are no more delays scheduled. Officially confirmation, like, here's what it is, man. Look, the earnings call literally starts in 10 minutes time, right? So we'll listen to it in 10 minutes time. But to all the fucking knobs, to all the cheese weasels that have been on Reddit, on Twitter, in these chats, in other people's comment sections, whatever, that have been saying, game's getting delayed, we've just had confirmation right now. It's not Strauss the bank check, just saying it to investors. It's literally been included in the fiscal report for the first time ever. They are expecting Grand Theft Auto 6 to make this company billions of dollars in the upcoming fiscal year. They've never included it in the upcoming fiscal report before. It's the first time ever. We've just witnessed history. It's fucking coming. As it stands right now, they've just told the investors, the billionaires, this game is going to make billions for everyone on November 19th. Man, all the doom and gloomers, all the delay, all the guys that kept saying this game was going to be delayed, you've now got to pack it up and eat shit. Because unless a catastrophe happens, Take-Two have just confirmed to everyone. It's not Strauss saying it in an interview. It's not Strauss lying in an earnings call. They've confirmed it in the report. Man, seriously, fuck you if you think this game's getting delayed again. I don't know what more I have to say to you. I don't know what more we have to prove it to you. They've literally included it in the fiscal numbers for the first time ever, man. Right, what's Ben saying here? Grand Theft Auto 6 is still on track for November 19th. Strauss-Zelnick chairman, our fiscal 2026 performance was exceptional and exceed our initial expectations. To say that every year. We believe fiscal 2027 will establish new record levels of operating performance driven by the November 19th launch of Grand Theft Auto 6. They've never included it. They've never included it in the fiscal year before. I've been covering these fucking earnings calls for 2 years, and they've never included Grand Theft Auto 6 in the fiscal year before. And the thing is, man, we were hoping for it. I'd like to think that we knew it was going to happen, but when you saw me start this stream before, you saw how nervous I was, because if it was going to be delayed, it was going to be delayed any time before that report came out, and now we're on it. Ben's just said something else as well, by the way. Bloody hell, Ben is on it right now, man. Apparently, as I've read this from afar, we won't find out how much the game is going to cost in this earnings call, which isn't really a surprise. One sec. Take-Two CEO Strauss-Zelnick. Fucking hell, man, everyone's covering it. Take-Two CEO Strauss-Zelnick will not announce the Grand Theft Auto 6 price during the earnings call. Never, ever, ever. No, Take-Two Interactive Strauss-Zelnick told Variety when asking during an interview Thursday if a Grand Theft Auto 6 pricing announcement. Oh, that was from the interview on Thursday. We never make marketing announcements in our analyst calls. Never, ever, ever. Yeah, I don't know why anyone would expect them to be like, Grand Theft Auto 6, by the way, is going to cost this much. Like, no, like, the investors... Like, you don't need that information, do you? To be honest, just tell me how much I'm gonna make. Oh shit! Bit of interesting news for Red Dead Redemption. Oh, check this. Red Dead Redemption 2 has become the third best-selling video game of all time worldwide. Wow, that's fucking huge, man. So Rockstar Games now officially have 2 of the top 3 best-selling video games of all time, and I think the only thing that's above it is it Minecraft? And Minecraft's a universally played game. Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead Redemption 2 are 18-rated video games. That's massive, man. I think, personally, if it weren't already confirmed, that... I'm not trying to be a glazer or anything, but I think that confirms it. Rockstar Games, there's arguments to be made, but I think Rockstar... There's an argument to be made. They are the biggest game development company in the world now. They've got 2 of the top... They've got 2 of the 3 best-selling video games of all time, and the only thing that's beaten them is a universal game like Minecraft. They've got 2 of the top 3 video games of all time, and those 2 are 18-rated video games. All the rest are like Nintendo games, aren't they? Fucking hell, man, that's mad. This is why people lose their shit. And Grand Theft Auto 6. So, when Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out, it'll be GTA 6 number 2, Grand Theft Auto 5 number 3, Red Dead Redemption 2 number 4. Haha! So, unfortunately, in the next 12 months, Red Dead Redemption 2 could get shit canned back down to 4th. But that's crazy, innit? Jordan Chow with a 5. Love the streams. First time donating to anyone, but I love your live streams and want to show support. Love the content, man. Oh, Jordan, I really do appreciate that. Man, team, can we get a massive dub in the chat for Jordan one time? Ken, tell him what time it is.
Showtime!
That's crazy, man. You've never donated to him before, and you've just dropped 5 to show support. Jordan, I really do appreciate it, brother. I really do appreciate it. And it's a good news day, man. No more GTA 6 delays. Buzzing. Privik with the 10 PLN. Told you we're getting good news. Privik, man, you've held that line. You've held the positivity, and I'm buzzing, man. I'm buzzing. I'm buzzing for everyone in this chat. I'm buzzing for all Grand Theft Auto fans. Minty, you sent 5, but then you retracted the message. I appreciate the 5. I really do. Right. Okay. Right, okay, J-Dog. You might as well pause the music. Team, we're about 5 minutes out from the earnings call. Now, I think that we've had the big beats from this earnings call now in the report. But we're still going to listen into it anyway. Now, what I will say to anyone, I'll give everyone a heads up right now. If you've never listened to an earnings call before, they're extremely boring. Very, very big, heavy on jargon, bullshit jargon. If I hear something worthwhile that I'd like, maybe you should go back and rewind it, I'll be like, go and rewind that. Like, I'll make it known that if there's something you need to hear or something you need to really listen to, I'll make it known to you. Right, okay, let's come over here. Let's see. I should have an email saying that I can join the earnings call now. They never send it. They always say they'll send it 15 minutes before, and they never do. So I always have to go and do my own legwork. $1 billion company, man. What are you doing? For anyone that doesn't know, if you sign up to it, they say they'll send you an email 15 minutes before. Well, I'm 4 minutes out, and they've still not sent me an email. So I've got to go to the webcast presentation now. So 1 sec. Where are we? Nope. Continue without a Q4 account. I'm already registered. Access the event. Okay, team. 1 second. I'm just logging in to Take the Piss Interactive so we can get listening to the earnings call. Enter event. What? Oh, I spelled my email address wrong. Sorry, man. I'm just buzzing that this game's not getting delayed anymore. Right. Okay. Enter event. Play lobby music. I guess. Ooh. This is some jazzy shit. Right, 1 sec, team. I'm just going to do an audio test just to make sure you can all hear what I can hear without any clapback. Obviously, as well, I will remind people as well, man, if anyone sends a donation, I won't interrupt the live stream. I won't interrupt the call to read your donation out. If anyone does drop a donation, I appreciate you. I will read it once the call's finished. So if you drop a donation, I appreciate you, but you won't get it read out straight away. So King email quickly. In the Vogue interview, Strauss said no news in June with the 5. Appreciate your King email. Did they really? Where's that King email? I'm going to have to read that. Again, look, we're literally a couple of minutes out from the earnings call, so if there is news, I'll have to wait to cover it. Leroy with the €10. Appreciate it, Leroy. Just support and can't wait until November 19th. No more delays, man. No more delays. Buzzing. That's the only thing we wanted today. Chris Youngham with the 5. Appreciate it, Christopher. See you all in Leonida. Chris. 5 months, 3 weeks. Right, okay. If I do audio output capture and I unmute this, you lot should be able to hear this. Oh, as I clicked it. So can you lot hear that music? Because that's the lobby music that I'm hearing. So if you lot can hear it, you'll be able to hear the earnings call. Flankman, I can see what you've just said. I think Ben's just tweeted it out as well. So I'll just see what Ben's saying about it. Sorry, the Variety interview. Ah, right. Okay, fair enough. Everyone's saying they can hear it, which is good. Sound. So again, if anyone can hear music, it's the elevator music that Take the Piss Interactive use for these earnings calls. This is not my music. Right, apparently I've got to read a tweet from Benjamin about a Variety interview. Take-Two CEO feels great on Grand Theft Auto 6 release on November 19th. I've been saying for some time that the release date is November 19th. We obviously reiterated that today, so we feel really great about it. GTA 6 will launch on November 19th, Take-Two, he said, reaffirming the announcement. Speaking to IGN ahead of Take-Two's fiscal year, financial results, Strauss Zelnick insists Grand Theft Auto 6 was on track. I've been saying for some time that the release date is November. He said we obviously reiterated that today, so we feel really good about it. Man, when the hell do they do these earnings calls then? They must do them, like, well before. Must be. Where's this report from Variety that we're not going to get anything in June? I've still not seen that yet. Who... Flankman put it up before, didn't he? Flankman, where are you? King email with a 2. Appreciate King email. Sorry, Variety interview. Right, okay. I thought I read through the Variety interview. Flankman, Take-Two Zelnick on GTA 6 summer marketing. So the next few weeks, I don't think it'll be summertime yet, but when it's summertime, Rockstar expects to start marketing Grand Theft Auto 6. Flankman, is that on the Variety interview? Oh, it must be. Fair enough. To be honest, man, look, I know that's a bit, I know that that's a little bit shit, because I think a lot of people will look at it and probably be like, that means no trailer 3. I'm sorry, man, I don't care. The game's not getting delayed again. I really don't care. Fucking hell, man, it's all kicking off. We were supposed to be just sat here listening to the earnings call, and Benjamin just keeps reporting that there's more news. Apparently there's more interviews going down. Jason Schreier from Bloomberg interviewed Take-Two Strauss. Jason Schreier's interviewed Strauss. Whoa. Zelnick is unsure where the Best Buy rumours came from. Oh, they've talked about Best Buy. Thank God. Oh shit, this is interesting. This is interesting. Jason Schreier on Blue Sky says Take-Two earnings Grand Theft Auto 6 is still planned for November 19th, no delay. In an interview with Bloomberg today, CEO Strauss Zelnick said he didn't know where this week's Best Buy rumours came from and that pre-orders typically start alongside marketing, which will begin this summer. I think you've heard it from the horse's mouth then. I think we can all put June to rest. I don't think anything's coming in June. I know that probably sucks for a few people, but the point is the game's not getting delayed again. June's probably going to be the Grand Theft Auto Online finale DLC, and it looks to me as though pre-orders and Trailer 3 is probably going to drop either last week of June or sometime in July. Wow, that's mad. Ooh. That's fucking crazy, man. I'm just so glad the game's not getting delayed again, man. So glad. Oh, sounds like we're about to kick off. Big Chris with the 2. Appreciate it, Christopher. We are in the clear, MCT. Time to breathe. We've made it, Chris. We've made it.
Hello, and thank you for standing by. My name is Tiffany, and I will be your conference operator today.
Go on, Tiffany.
At this time, I would like to welcome everyone to the fourth quarter and fiscal year 2026 Take-Two Interactive Software results call. All lines have been placed on mute to prevent any background noise. After the speaker's remarks, there will be a question and answer session. If you would like to ask a question during that time, simply press star, then the number 1 on your telephone keypad. I would now like to turn the call over to Nicole Shevins, Senior Vice President, Investor Relations and Corporate Communications. Nicole, please go ahead.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining our conference. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining our conference call to discuss our results for the fourth quarter and fiscal year 2026. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining our conference call to discuss our results for the fourth quarter and fiscal year 2026 ended March 31, 2026. Today's call will be led by Strauss Zelnick, Take-Two's Chairman and Chief Executive Officer, Karl Sladoff, our President, and Lainie Goldstein, our Chief Financial Officer. We will be available to answer your questions during the Q&A session following our prepared remarks. Before we begin, I'd like to remind everyone that statements made during this call that are not historical facts are considered forward-looking statements under federal securities laws. These forward-looking statements are based on the beliefs of our management, as well as assumptions made by and information currently available to us. We have no obligation to update these forward-looking statements. Actual operating results may vary significantly from these forward-looking statements based on a variety of factors. These important factors are described in our filings with the SEC, including the company's most recent annual report on Form 10-K and quarterly report on Form 10-Q, including the risks summarized in the section entitled Risk Factors. I'd also like to note that, unless otherwise stated, all numbers we will be discussing today are GAAP and all comparisons are year over year. Additional details regarding our actual results and outlook are contained in our press release, including the items that our management uses internally to adjust our GAAP financial results in order to evaluate our operating performance. Our press release also contains a reconciliation of any non-GAAP financial measure to the most comparable GAAP measure. In addition, we have posted to our website a slide deck that visually presents our results and financial outlook. Our press release and filings with the SEC may be obtained from our website at take2games.com. And now I'll turn the call over to Strauss.
Thanks, Nicole. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us today. I'm pleased to report that we concluded fiscal year 2026 with excellent results, including fourth quarter net bookings of $1.58 billion, which was above the high end of our guidance range. Net bookings for the full fiscal year were $6.7 billion, which was approximately $750 million above the initial guidance we provided last May.
Listen to the upcoming numbers.
Delivered record net bookings and recurrent consumer spending. Zynga achieved its highest level of net bookings since we acquired the business in 2022.
Zynga.
And the Grand Theft Auto series once again exceeded our expectations and continued to drive significant net bookings and deep engagement with its passionate community of players. Fiscal 2027 is poised to be a breakout year for Take-Two, led by the November 19th release of Grand Theft Auto 6, arguably the most anticipated entertainment property of all time. And we're excited that Rockstar Games will start their marketing campaign this summer.
He said it!
Our initial financial outlook for fiscal 2027 includes record net bookings of $8 to $8.2 billion. This reflects meaningful growth over last year, led by the launch of Grand Theft Auto 6, along with the successful execution across our entire portfolio. We expect to sustain this higher level of scale and generate strong cash flows well into the future as we release our robust long-term development pipeline and capitalize on new opportunities across our highly established, multifaceted business. Turning to highlights from the quarter, I'll begin with our fantastic mobile performance. Toon Blast grew approximately 25% year over year as Peak introduced new events and features, including Temple Guardians, Deep Quest, and refined level experiences. Match Factory continued to perform with players responding positively to its live service execution and a continuous pipeline of player-friendly features, such as the collectible album. Empires & Puzzles outpaced our forecast and grew 5% over last year, driven by a robust slate of in-game events celebrating the title's 9th anniversary. Color Block Jam grew 15% year over year and remains the highest grossing title in Rollic's history. Top 11 delivered its strongest quarter ever after 16 years in market, driven by superb performance of the Bundesliga and live operations innovation. 2K's mobile offerings posted another solid quarter, with WWE SuperCard reaching nearly 39 million lifetime downloads, NBA 2K Mobile continuing to expand its audience, NBA 2K26 Arcade Edition maintaining its top 5 position on the Apple Arcade charts, and NBA 2K All-Star in China growing to nearly 10 million registered users after just 1 year in market. Our direct-to-consumer channel continues to drive net bookings and margin growth as we integrate additional mobile titles from our portfolio and deepen our relationships with players by reducing payment friction and enhancing the end-to-end user experience, which is generating improvements in conversion and customer loyalty. As the regulatory landscape continues to evolve, we're even more confident in the sustainability and growth profile of this platform. The Grand Theft Auto series continues to outpace expectations significantly and demonstrate incredible momentum leading up to the launch of Grand Theft Auto 6 on November 19th. Recurrent consumer spending grew 5% year over year, with strong engagement in GTA Online, driven by A Safe House in the Hills, one of the best performing updates in its history. This content offering provided a wide range of community-requested features, including mansion properties, the return of Michael DeSanta from Grand Theft Auto 5, all new missions, vehicles, exclusive GTA Plus benefits, and the powerful new Rockstar Mission Creator that allows content creators to make their own GTA experiences. Sales of Grand Theft Auto 5 advanced further, with nearly 230 million units sold in to date. GTA Plus continues to see significant growth year over year, led by the holiday update and highly attractive monthly benefits, such as the inclusion of NBA 2K26 in its games library. In addition, Rockstar Games' Red Dead Redemption 2 achieved its highest level of annual unit sales since its launch year, with over 85 million units sold in to date. During the quarter, our sports offerings also performed well. NBA 2K26 continued to expand its audience. To date, the title has sold in over 10 million units, representing a 5% increase over NBA 2K25. Recurrent consumer spending grew 10% as we benefited from higher daily active users and games played per user. In keeping with our strategic focus on innovation, Visual Concepts launched Season 5 for NBA 2K26, their first ever college-themed offering, featuring 16 iconic universities, which was welcomed by NBA 2K's vast community and provided a glimpse of what's to come in college basketball for next year and beyond. I'd like to thank our partners at the NBA and the NBA Players Association for their continued engagement and support in our collective mission. On March 13th, 2K and Visual Concepts launched WWE 2K26, which was well received by critics and consumers alike. Engagement has been excellent, with recurrent consumer spending up 20% year over year and more than 85 million matches played, an increase of 7% compared to WWE 2K25. 2K is supporting the title with multiple updates through its Ringside Pass. I'd like to thank Nick Khan and his team at TKO for their unwavering support and partnership as we continue to evolve this series further for fans of the game. PGA Tour 2K25 enjoyed a fantastic resurgence. 2K captured an influx of new players and drove strong organic interest by aligning Season 5 with the start of the PGA Tour season in January and including the title in PlayStation Plus. During the quarter, our consumers played 60 million rounds of golf, representing a 110% increase over the third quarter. 2K will support the franchise throughout the year with several more content updates. In closing, we're incredibly excited by the promise of our future for our players, our organization, and our shareholders. This year has the opportunity to be a major inflection point for our company, defined by groundbreaking entertainment experiences, creative and operational excellence, and record net bookings. With our flexible balance sheet, our strong cash position, and our expectation that we'll generate over $1 billion in operating cash flow this fiscal year, we believe that we're extraordinarily well positioned to take measured creative risks, to pursue accretive M&A, and to invest in technology that will unlock greater creative capabilities and operational efficiencies across our organization.
Yeah, Rob, I am.
I'm immensely proud of our teams and exceedingly optimistic that we'll continue to drive greater success and shareholder value for the long term. I'll now turn the call over to Karl.
Go on, Karl. Get amongst
Thanks,
it, lad.
Ross. I'd like to thank our teams for another strong quarter and for laying the groundwork for an exciting chapter in our company's history. We are extremely optimistic about our upcoming pipeline, which includes 29 titles through fiscal 2029. In the interest of precision, we are now only counting mobile games in our pipeline that have been specifically scheduled for worldwide launch within the 3-year window. Our teams continue to develop and test many new titles not reflected in this outlook, some of which may be added to our multi-year count. Fiscal 2027 is set to be a milestone year, led by the launch of Grand Theft Auto 6 on November 19th. We plan to release 6 additional titles during the fiscal year, including 2 mobile titles, 3 sports titles, which are NBA 2K27, PGA Tour 2K27, and WWE 2K27, and 1 platform extension. Our labels will also continue to provide new content and experiences that drive engagement and recurrent consumer spending across many of our previously released titles. Looking ahead, we currently expect to deliver 22 titles throughout fiscal 2028 and 2029, including 1 mobile title, 5 sports titles, 3 core new IPs, and 13 core existing IPs, which includes 7 sequels and 6 remakes, remasters, and platform extensions. We look forward to sharing more about our groundbreaking pipeline, which we believe will drive a new period of growth and long-term returns for our shareholders. I'll now turn the call over to Lainey.
Thanks, Karl. Good afternoon, everyone. Fiscal 2026 was an exceptional year for Take-Two, as we achieved record net bookings and operating performance. Each of our labels significantly outperformed the initial forecast we provided last May, as our teams maintained their focus on product innovation and delivering the highest levels of quality and value. I'd like to thank our teams for their passion and dedication as we embark on this milestone year marked by the highly anticipated release of Grand Theft Auto 6 and strength across our core businesses. Turning to our results, we delivered fourth quarter net bookings of $1.58 billion, which was above the high end of our guidance range of $1.51 to $1.56 billion. This reflected better than expected performance from the Grand Theft Auto series, several mobile titles, and the Red Dead Redemption series. Recurrent consumer spending growth was strong, increasing 7% over last year and accounting for 82% of net bookings. This included 7% growth for mobile and 5% growth for Grand Theft Auto Online, both of which surpassed our expectations. NBA 2K increased 10%, which represented one of the strongest fourth quarters in franchise history, but was softer than anticipated as trends moderated from the extreme growth we achieved during the second and third quarters of the year. During the quarter, we launched Sid Meier's Civilization VII for Apple Arcade, PGA Tour 2K25 for Switch 2, and WWE 2K26. GAAP net revenue increased 6% to $1.68 billion, while cost of revenue declined 5% to $741 million. Operating expenses decreased significantly to $928 million, as last year included a $3.6 billion impairment expense related to goodwill and acquired intangible assets. On a management basis, operating expenses declined 2% year over year, which was favorable to our guidance due to lower marketing expenditures, some of which shifted out of the period. For fiscal 2026, we achieved net bookings of $6.72 billion, which was above the high end of our guidance range of $6.65 to $6.7 billion. Recurrent consumer spending grew 17% and accounted for 78% of net bookings. NBA 2K grew over 30%, mobile increased 13%, and Grand Theft Auto Online increased 6%, all sharply exceeding our initial May guidance. Operating cash flow was $624 million compared to our forecast of $450 million, reflecting our fantastic fourth quarter. We spent approximately $163 million in capital expenditures, which due to timing is favorable to our forecast. GAAP net revenue rose 18% to $6.65 billion, and cost of revenue increased 11% to $2.8 billion. Operating expenses decreased significantly to $3.9 billion due to the impairment charges that I mentioned previously from last year's fourth quarter. On a management basis, operating expenses rose 7% year over year, which represented strong leverage over the prior year. Today, we are providing our initial outlook for fiscal 2027. We project net bookings to range from $8 billion to $8.2 billion, which reflects approximately 20% growth over fiscal 2026, primarily due to the launch of Grand Theft Auto 6 on November 19th, along with successful execution across our entire portfolio. The largest contributors to net bookings are expected to be the Grand Theft Auto series, NBA 2K, Toon Blast, Match Factory, Empires & Puzzles, the Red Dead Redemption series, Words with Friends, Color Block Jam, and Zynga Poker. We expect recurrent consumer spending to be flat to fiscal 2026 and to represent 65% of net bookings. Our recurrent consumer spending forecast assumes NBA 2K is up high single digits, the Grand Theft Auto series is up, and mobile is down, due to last year's success of Color Block Jam and our assumption that trends will moderate for several of Zynga's mature mobile titles. We expect the net bookings breakdown from our labels to be roughly 36% Rockstar Games, 35% Zynga, and 29% 2K. We are forecasting operating cash flow in excess of $1 billion, and we expect to be in a net cash position by the end of the fiscal year. We plan to deploy approximately $200 million of capital expenditures for game technology and office buildouts. We expect GAAP net revenue to range from $7.9 to $8.1 billion, and cost of revenue to range from $3.5 to $3.62 billion. Our total operating expenses are expected to range from $4.18 to $4.2 billion. On a management basis, we expect operating expense growth of approximately 8% year over year, which represents significant leverage over fiscal 2026. This growth is largely due to higher marketing expense to support the launch of Grand Theft Auto 6 and our new mobile releases, as well as higher R&D costs. Now moving on to our guidance for the fiscal first quarter. We project net bookings to range from $1.32 to $1.37 billion compared to $1.42 billion in the first quarter last year. The largest contributors to net bookings are expected to be NBA 2K, the Grand Theft Auto series, Toon Blast, Match Factory, Empires & Puzzles, the Red Dead Redemption series, Color Block Jam, Words with Friends, and Zynga Poker. We project recurrent consumer spending to decline by approximately 3%, which assumes high single-digit growth for NBA 2K and declines for mobile and the Grand Theft Auto series. We expect GAAP net revenue to range from $1.45 to $1.5 billion and cost of revenue to range from $578 to $594 million. Operating expenses are planned to range from $926 to $936 million. On a management basis, operating expenses are expected to grow by approximately 3% year over year, primarily driven by a modest increase in personnel costs. In closing, fiscal 2027 will introduce a new level of operating performance, which we expect to sustain well into the future, driven by a robust pipeline and expansion opportunities across our core franchises.
No
With
shit.
our focus on incorporating new technologies and tools, we feel confident in our ability to scale our business, generate operational efficiencies, and leverage the power of our balance sheet, which we believe will drive long-term shareholder returns. Thank you. I'll now turn the call back to Strauss.
Thanks, Lainey and Karl. On behalf of our entire management team, I'd like to thank our colleagues around the world for their commitment to excellence and to our strategy of being the most creative, the most innovative, and the most efficient company in the entertainment industry. To our shareholders, I want to express our appreciation for your continued support. We'll now take your questions. Operator?
When's trailer 3 coming?
At this time, if you would like to ask a question, press star, then the number 1 on your telephone keypad. To withdraw your question, simply press star 1 again. We will pause for just a moment to compile the Q&A roster. Your first question comes from the line of Eric Handler with Roth Capital Partners. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon. Thanks for the question. Lainey, just a couple things within the guidance. Looks like, at least on a non-GAAP basis, your operating expenses are looking, let's call it for round number purposes, about $3.8 billion. That's a $300 million incremental increase on a year-over-year basis. How much of that is due to marketing? And when you look at sort of like the trend for the next couple of years for G&A and R&D, what do those trajectories look like? I assume they'll be much smaller than the revenue growth.
Yes, that's correct. So we expect to have a lot of leverage over the next couple of years as we continue to scale the business. And for the $300 million hire for this coming year, about half of that is for selling and marketing expenses for the entire company, as we have significant marketing for our entire pipeline of titles that are coming out this year.
Okay, that's helpful. And then as a follow-up, how should we think about RCS, and once GTA 6 comes out, how are you sort of thinking about the trajectory of GTA Online when that game is launched?
Oh, good question. Good question.
Rockstar will provide more details on the GTA series when they're ready to talk about that.
Yeah, I think you're asking, though, what do we expect will happen with recurrent consumer spending regarding GTA Online? And look, I think to say that everyone has been pleased by the ongoing trajectory of GTA Online, Red Dead Online, the sales of GTA 5, the sales of Red Dead would be a great understatement. These titles have proven to be vastly more resilient than anyone expected, and I think it's a reflection of the quality of the work that Rockstar has done. Despite the fact that Grand Theft Auto 5 is now has been in market for 3 console generations, it continues to sell. It's now up to 230 million units. Red Dead is up to 85 million units. So, we're so extraordinarily pleased with how Rockstar's titles have performed. It's difficult to know exactly how Grand Theft Auto Online will do after the release of Grand Theft Auto 6, but certainly it will stay in market, and certainly there are many, many consumers who love the title.
Yeah, they shut that right down.
Thank you. Very helpful.
That weren't helpful at all. They shut that
Your
shit
next
right
question
down.
comes from the line of Colin Sebastian with Baird. Please go ahead.
Thanks. Congratulations on the year. I have a couple of questions as well. I guess first off, as cash flow influx per the guidance for the coming fiscal year, how are you guys thinking about capital allocation between returning to shareholders versus other uses? And I have a follow-up.
So, this will sound boringly consistent with our answer to this question. It's the same as it has been for as long as we've been in the position of having positive cash flow and positive cash balances. There are 3 uses of of our capital here, first to support organic growth. This company's story has largely been an organic growth story, and we certainly have expectations for organic growth in fiscal 27, and we believe that fiscal 27 is setting a new benchmark, a new standard for this company going forward. That's all organic. But as you can see from our numbers, we have to invest to be in a position where we can grow in that way. And our balance sheet and our P&L allows us to do just that. Well, that'll continue. The second use of our capital is very selectively when it makes strategic sense, and let me emphasize this, when it's accretive. We are willing to engage in inorganic opportunities. The most recent meaningful one was, of course, the acquisition of Zynga in 2022 for $9.7 billion in cash and stock, and then more recently, the acquisition of Gearbox. And so, I'm proud to say that all of our acquisitions have turned out to be accretive and successful over, nearly a 2-decade period. That's pretty breathtaking for corporations, not generally the case. And I think that's because we're immensely disciplined. You're not going to see us doing deals hand over fist, but assuming our balance sheet continues to improve, I think you could imagine more inorganic growth in the future as well. And we've already said in this release today that we expect to be in a net cash position by the end of the fiscal year. And finally, we return capital to the shareholders when it makes sense. So far, we've done that through share buybacks, and they are opportunistic. We believe that share buybacks make sense for our shareholders when they are executed at deep value. Our last buyback was done at $158 a share. We'll see how the stock opens tomorrow, but I think no matter what, that was a pretty good plan on our side. So, like all stocks, they move around different price points. Our stock traded down as low as, I think, 195 in the last 6 weeks. And, there is an opportunity to return capital to the shareholders when it makes sense.
Thanks for the reminder on those, Strauss. I guess maybe as a follow-up, and maybe some of the structural issues in the industry, including sales of current-gen consoles. I'm just curious how that impacts, your thinking or your assumptions in terms of establishing pricing and pre-order expectations for titles like GTA 6 in the coming year. Thank you.
I'm sorry, what would the relationship be from your point of view?
The install base of hardware may not be as high in this current console generation as it might otherwise have been. Certainly value price points for certain titles have done well versus premium pricing. So those considerations.
Look, when we look at pricing, I would not say we look at it in the context of the install base. We absolutely look at pricing in the context of the property itself. And so what we want to do in every situation, whether that's console, mobile, PC, frontline, or catalog, is deliver to the consumer vastly more entertainment value than what we charge. We want the consumer to have a great experience, and we think a consumer experience is the intersection of what you get and what you pay for it. And probably a great example of that is Mafia: The Old Country, which is a terrific title. But it's not, it's not a 100-hour experience, it's not a 50-hour experience. And so we priced the title at $50, and consumers were thrilled, and we had a massive hit on our hands. Now, I suspect we could have priced it at a higher level. We wanted to make sure that consumers loved it, and part of loving something is feeling good about what you pay for it.
My G.
Your next question comes from the line of Doug Creutz with TD Cowen. Please go ahead.
They kicked that guy right off the call.
Hey, thank you. I wanted to ask, in the context of your guidance that mobile you're assuming is down this year, based on some attenuation in the performance of older games. Is that based on anything you're seeing in the year to date, or is that more of a, hey, these are older titles, let's be prudent in our outlook? Similar to, I think, for many years you guys had sort of said we expect GTA Online to be down because it's a many-year-old live service game, and then it would typically do better. Can you just give some context around that, and then also what you might be assuming for your 2 new mobile launches within that guide? Thank you.
So it's a very fair question. We had a great year at Zynga, and And I think it's more the way you characterized it, which is we're not prepared to guide to, continually beating expectations materially at any business unit. So we do guide as we see it, and this is how we see it. However, as you said, it is a reflection of the fact that some titles that were newer last year are older this year. Now, all that said, Toon Blast was up 25%, and it's a very old title. So we do have opportunities to exceed our expectations now and then. But this is our best estimate sitting here today. As far as our expectations around new launches, we in the mobile side particularly, we never anticipate huge numbers because it's just impossible to do so. Hit ratios are just too low. So our guidance would typically reflect our expectations around the marketing spend in the year, because we would never guide around doing something silly. In the mobile business, if you're getting bad immediate results from a marketing spend, you stop doing it. And our dev costs are pretty manageable in the mobile world. So I would say, unlike say console, where you have a big release, I'm not going to give you the example you want. So we have basketball coming up. We know how many units it sold so far. 10 million units sold in to date. We know the prior year, the year before that, we have a sense of the market. We can estimate that pretty well within a band. But with mobile, we just don't have the ability to do that. So I think it is, you correctly intuited that our mobile numbers would not include an expectation for some massive new release hit.
Very helpful. Thank you.
Very helpful. Thank you, brother.
Your next question comes from the line of Corey Carpenter with JP Morgan. Please go ahead.
Come on, Corey, grill him.
Good afternoon. I had two questions on NBA 2K. Clearly, I think record year for the franchise this year. But hoping you could expand a bit on the trends you saw in the quarter. I think they moderated, you said in the prepared remarks, a little more than you'd expected. So what did you see there? And then, Karl, maybe could you talk a bit about the engagement that you saw with the initial college basketball rollout? Thank you.
First earnings call to ever include Grand Theft Auto 6.
For NBA,
and they're asking about
this is
NBA.
one of our strongest quarters for Q4 in the franchise history. In terms of looking at our expectations, this reflects the extreme growth of Q2 and Q3, where we saw a high concentration of spending from our most engaged players early in the year, which left less upside opportunity heading into Q4. So that's really what we saw in Q4 this year.
Yeah.
And on the college piece, yeah, we are very excited about our college release for season 5. I would describe it at this point as it's a taste of what's to come. We did a deal with that featured 16 universities. It's basically validated our expectations and the opportunity that we think could be very meaningful for us going forward. So the short answer is stay tuned. It's very exciting for us, and we're very happy how things have turned out so far.
Corey, I don't care.
And maybe as a follow-up, Strauss, on the last earnings call, Google Genie had just launched in beta. There's been some conversations more recently around the ability for AI to perhaps create GTA 6 in a couple of months. I know this is a bit of a generic high-level question you've touched on before, but just given this remains a pretty big debate among investors, thought it'd be helpful to hear your latest views just around what you're seeing in AI and how you expect it to change the gaming industry and Take-Two in particular. Thanks.
We remain enormously optimistic. Technology helped build this company. Video games are created largely inside computers and always have been. When I started in the video game business in 1993, we were making 32-bit games, and they certainly look anything like they do today, and that's all driven by tech. I think the sort of confusion surrounds a belief that somehow more efficient asset creation puts us at some disadvantage or creates a competitive advantage for someone else. And I just don't believe that's the case. To the extent that technology allows anyone to do a better job in asset creation, naturally we'll avail ourselves of the same technology. If you take a look at the tech in market that is currently licensed for the creation of video games, it's licensed broadly. No one exclusively licenses technology for video games. So if a competitor has access to AI and that allows someone to do something better, quicker, cheaper, then we would have access to the same thing. The second point that I've made that I would stand behind is that asset creation is not the same as hit creation. So, the entire story around the Gemini release was, wow, you can create assets that look like video games more easily than you could before. I hope that's true because that'll benefit us naturally. We have 3-part strategy: be the most creative, be the most innovative, be the most efficient. Seems to me that even if it doesn't help with creativity, it certainly should help with efficiency and innovation. So that could be thrilling, but we do have to remind ourselves asset creation is not the same as hit creation. And the best example of that is, there are thousands of new mobile releases a year, but there's a handful of new mobile hits a year, and we make some of them. Despite the fact that everyone has access to the same tech, because everyone licenses exactly the same underlying technology for the creation of mobile titles as we do. I remain highly optimistic. Now I'll give you a real world example. I was visiting one of our studios, and they showed me some advertisements that they were putting together to advertise their games. And these were live action ads, and they were funny and cute, 15 to 30-second ad units that you've seen a zillion times. They were all created with AI, licensed AI, legal AI. And the script was done in-house for free, well, by colleagues who work at the company already. And the software was used, AI software was used. The entire cost of making the spot was zero. And previously, we hired third-party companies to actually create those with human beings. And those spots could cost $25,000, $50,000, $100,000. Now, please note, not only were we not interested in reducing our headcount to make this happen, we didn't have the opportunity to reduce our headcount to make this happen. The entire marketing team at this particular studio is 2 people. They're doing a great job. But what AI has allowed them to do is be more efficient, make great stuff, and do it cheaper. This is all a benefit to our company.
Thank you.
Your next question comes from the line of Chris Schull with UBS. Please go ahead.
Great, thank you. Strauss, I believe it was a few quarters ago you mentioned your expectations for GTA 6 continue to increase. Any updates you can provide on your general expectations and levels of confidence for the franchise based on the indicators you have at this point? And how do you expect that this title will perform relative to GTA 5? And that, Lainie, maybe, I know there's a lot of noise to margins this year with the marketing and the software amort, but I believe I heard you said there's a lot of leverage over the next few years. But can you just remind us how you're thinking about the ability to return to the historic margin levels that Take-Two used to see?
It won't go deep in weeds with GTA 6.
I don't recall the comment you alluded to. I'm pretty much, I think I've always said the same thing, which is, how could we not be? We're all extraordinarily excited about what Rockstar Games is working on. We're all incredibly enthusiastic about the upcoming release. And equally, this is a management team that never claims success before it occurs. And I'm pretty sure that every time we've had the luxury of having a conversation about an upcoming release that looked good, I've said, we absolutely never opine on how high is up. We certainly work toward the best result and hope for the best result. But that is out of our hands. What's in the hands of Rockstar, from a development point of view and a marketing point of view, is trying to make the best entertainment property they possibly can, and then bringing it effectively to consumers all over the world. That's what we aim to do, and we do feel really, really good about it.
Margin improvement remains a key priority in our financial strategy, but we recognize that margins will fluctuate over time based on a variety of factors. In fiscal 2027, we're reaching a new level of operating performance, which we expect to sustain well into the future, driven by a robust pipeline and expansion opportunities across our core franchises. So as we operate at this new level and generate operational efficiencies through reduction efforts and leveraging new technologies, including AI, we aim to enhance our margin profile over time. So if you think about our operating expense leverage, it represents our largest opportunity, which we believe we can achieve as we grow our scale, both organically and inorganically. We've mentioned previously that gross margins of many of our titles are affected by the increasing costs of development. So we've been making many structural improvements, including the driving efficiencies and reducing expenses. So you've seen some of that coming through the P&L in the last couple of years, and the leverage we've seen in the last year in terms of our operating expenses. Also, the D2C efforts in mobile, that's also working towards improving our margins. So this was a year where we scaled the business meaningfully and we achieved strong leverage on our expense structure. So we'll continue to do that as we look into the future.
Thank you.
Your next question comes from the line of Andrew Maroc with Raymond James. Please go ahead.
Hi, thanks for taking my questions. Maybe one on the Rockstar Mission Creator. I know Strauss called that out in the prepared remarks as an interesting factor. I guess, are there any learnings from the early days of that and some of the recent missions that were created as you look to scale UGC and some of your Rockstar properties? And then I have a follow-up.
Good question. Good question.
Look, we're trying to meet players where they are, and to the extent that people want to have a hand in creation, there are numerous opportunities for them to do so. So, I just think it's incredibly exciting, and our company embraces these advances. So, we're not precious about what we do here. We're open-minded. Another example of that is the 5M business. Where this started as sort of a business that was outside of our four walls, and now it's a business that's inside our four walls, and we're thrilled that it is.
Okay, thank you. And then maybe one more on mobile, if I could. I know that there has been some kind of correlation between the mobile business and macroeconomic factors.
We're talking about mobile, so I was quickly say it.
What level of conservatism might you be baking into the guide around general economic conditions as it relates to the mobile business?
Strauss is always going to struggle to answer proper in-game questions because he doesn't play these games.
About where the economy is going, and that is one of the factors we consider when we build guidance.
Shit answer that. It was a good question. It's a shit answer.
Your next question comes from the line of Matthew Cost with Morgan Stanley. Please go ahead.
Shit canned him as well.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for taking the question. Strauss, there's a comment you made in the prepared remarks about your expectation to sustain higher levels of scale going forward. Just given the potential for Grand Theft Auto's performance this year, that's a high bar to clear going forward. So as investors think about the opportunity to sustain your scale off of that base, how should they think about the mix between just an ongoing significant revenue contribution from Grand Theft Auto versus the pipeline that you went into some good detail in the prepared remarks discussing? And then I have one follow-up. Thank you.
So it reminds me of my SATs. It's box D, all of the above.
Yeah.
Some shit answers today, this.
Okay.
Your next question comes from the line of James Heaney with Jefferies.
God.
Please go ahead.
Shit answers, these.
Yeah, great. Maybe just diving in again on mobile. It's just been impressive to see continued growth of Toon Blast and Match Factory as kind of the biggest drivers for the segment. I was just hoping you could go into some detail about the unique drivers across those franchises that you think has sort of enabled them to continue growing this far after the initial launch. Thanks.
Well, actually, very different. So Toon Blast's been around for a really long time. Match Factory is relatively new. So Match Factory last year was still in growth mode, and we've projected that it would moderate. We'll see what actually happens. Toon Blast is a legacy title, and with regard to Toon Blast, what you're seeing is a title where the consumers who are involved are getting more and more involved, and that's a reflection of the content that Peak is putting into the game and offers that are made to consumers. So basically, with regard to a legacy title, where you may not have a sharp growth curve on DAUs, you will have an effort to actually serve the consumers we have much more effectively. And I think that's what you're seeing in Toon Blast. Match Factory is still in pretty steep early. It's not that old a title, so it's very different. We need to have, we need to be muscular in both areas. We need to be able to, to run our live services businesses really well for a long, long time. And Zynga does a phenomenal job at that. But by the way, so does Rockstar, right? GTA Online is a live services business. It's 13 years old. Red Dead Online is a legacy live services business. So NBA 2K Online is a live services business. And we have to do everything well here. It's what makes this place an exciting place to work. We've got a pipeline of frontline titles. We got to turn them into hits. We don't always succeed, but we have to try. We have a live services business that I just mentioned. We have to optimize those across both mobile, console, and PC. And then, of course, we have a catalog. And when you add it all up and we do a good job across the board, you get the kind of year that we got last year. And we now expect to make a meaningful step up, obviously driven largely by the launch of GTA 6, but also driven by performance of the rest of the business. And then we expect to set that as a new base from which to grow, and that's a reflection of firing on all cylinders. Undoubtedly, we'll have some lapses along the way. We don't know where the lapses will be. But if history is any guide, we'll also have some titles that will meaningfully beat expectations going forward. And part of our three-part strategy of being the most creative, the most innovative, and the most efficient is indeed to be the most innovative. And if you look at the history of the company, we've been a leader in innovations, whether that's cross-development or marketing. And I have no doubt in the coming years we'll be able to innovate further. And I don't know exactly what form that'll take, but I would just note that this company doesn't look anything like it did 19 years ago, despite still being in the interactive entertainment business. Lots of what we do here didn't even exist back then. And this industry, never mind the company, is still on a sharp growth curve in terms of its cohort of engaged consumers and the opportunities to do new things and bring those new things to people in new ways.
I didn't even delete your message, you little fucking mug. It's there for you.
Thank you.
Didn't even touch your message, you little punk.
Your next question comes from the line of Jason Bazinet with Citi. Please go ahead.
I just had a quick historical question. In the past, when you've been confronted with these big titles, like I don't know whether it's GTA 4 or 5 or the last two Red Dead, how accurate would you say your firm, your management team was in terms of predicting, how well these titles would do? Were there some that sort of disappointed, or others that really beat, or were they sort of all within a pretty tight confidence interval in terms of your own internal expectations?
So with regard to the titles you mentioned, as it happened, they all performed better than we had expected. But we've had plenty of other titles that disappointed, candidly. Thankfully, not of late.
Okay.
And they tend to be few and far between. But it would not be accurate to say that our expectations are always exceeded. Not accurate in the least. And that's why, we are, I think, appropriately humble around here. This is the entertainment business. It is unforgiving. We try our hardest. We do not always succeed.
Understood. Thank you for that color.
Your next question comes from the line of Alec Brundolo with Wells Fargo. Please go ahead.
I want this to be over, man.
Yeah, hey, thanks so much for the question. I appreciate it. I think I want to maybe try to ask Colin Sebastian's question in a little bit of a different way. I think that there's been a lot of conversations in the industry over the last several months about the growth of Roblox, the growth of lower price games on Steam and the $10 to $20 price point. It seems like it's mostly driven by younger gamers. Obviously Take-Two doesn't participate meaningfully in those categories. You have, a couple of lower price games in the $50 range like Mafia. I think the question is what is the level of confidence that the newer cohort of gamers will graduate into more premium AAA experiences over time? I think the question is the young person that's playing Roblox, are they going to want to play $80 Grand Theft Auto 6 when they grow up? Or might they be habituated onto lower fidelity titles? Any thoughts there would be helpful.
That's a class question. That's a really good question.
It's the contrary. When entertainment properties are aimed at children, I don't know if you have children, but right around the age of 10 or 11, they do not want to be children anymore. They want to be teenagers. So one of the issues, and this is not by way of being critical of anyone else in the industry, but one of the issues with children's programming, whether that's linear entertainment or interactive entertainment, is that children reach a certain point, they don't want to be engaged with kids programming anymore, even if it's appealing to them. So it's not that a certain kind of kids-oriented interactive entertainment is necessarily a feeder to what we do in certain parts of this company. Remember, we also do make plenty of entertainment around here that's available for all audiences. But with regard to our M-rated titles, it's not necessarily the case that something else is a feeder to it. It's a different business, but it is a business that is only available if you're 17 or above. And I think if you engage with interactive entertainment and you're 17 or above, it's very difficult for me to imagine that you wouldn't be incredibly interested in our M-rated titles, specifically one that is coming up.
Who's coughing?
Perfect. Thanks so much.
Your next question comes from the line of Eric Sheridan with Goldman Sachs. Please go ahead.
Come on, let's wrap this up.
Thanks so much for taking the question. Maybe building on two of the topics we've talked about on the call so far, with respect to mobile advertising and building additional optimization around user acquisition, how are you thinking about the signals as more mobile advertising becomes driven by AI and machine learning with respect to either being able to deploy more dollars at a higher return on ad spend or possibly becoming more efficient with respect to advertising? And if possible, I have a quick follow-up.
Well, we certainly try to do that. We work with AppLovin and we are trying to optimize, of course, our return on ad spend. And sometimes things are going really well in the market, and other times we're frustrated in the market, depending on what's going on. There have been moments, for example, when we really couldn't get out there and spend because we could not find inventory at a price that made sense. There are other times when we can do that. That changes. It's our job to make sure that we understand the payback period on what we're spending, and we have very tight guidelines about that. But you have to be on top of it all the time, because when you spend money in mobile, as you know, you're spending it based on an expectation that you'll earn it back over a period of time. That expectation is based on prior history, but prior history isn't always dispositive with regard to what happens in the future. So we are constantly, on a daily basis, tuning up our models that will inform how we spend money on user acquisition. As I said, sometimes it's greater, sometimes it's lower. We also have this weird anomaly, which I'm sure you're aware of, which is if we're out of the UA business for a period of time because we don't like it, of course we make more money because there's no UA that's spent that comes back the same day in its entirety. Sometimes you get a really quick payback period. We have had experiences where the payback period has been as quick as 90 days. And I don't think we talk publicly about our expectations around the payback period in general. But let's just say I think we're more conservative than most. To answer your question, are there new opportunities to be more efficient in this area? Yes, I believe so. And of course, it's not lost on anyone that after Apple changed their attribution characteristics, the entire industry was challenged. But you can see from our own results with Zynga last year that we have surmounted those challenges, and we feel pretty good about how the business operates now.
Great. And if I could just ask one more, with respect to your approach to go to market with DTC, any new learnings about what the opportunity set might look like or the ceiling of that opportunity might be to grow the percentage of mix from DTC over time? Thanks so much.
Come on, let's wrap this up.
I've been saying for a long time that I thought both sort of the competitive landscape and the regulatory landscape would be favorable with regard to our overall distribution costing and taking as part of our overall distribution cost, our D2C cost, which is materially lower than third-party cost, but multiplied by the share of market related to DTC. And we have said that that share has been growing. We have not talked about what percent it is or where it's going. What we want to make sure, though, is two things. Number one, we want to be where the consumer is. The goal of this company is not to control distribution. The goal of this company is to make hits and bring them to consumers wherever they are, however they want them, and of course to do so on economic terms. We value our third-party retailers greatly. We especially value them when they provide marketing opportunities for us. And we understand that there's a value in the marketing that third-party retailers can provide, and that would intersect with how much they charge us for access to their consumers. So the more value a third-party retailer provides to us from a marketing point of view, the more comfortable we are working with them. At the same time, there is a role for direct-to-consumer opportunities. For us, it's all of the above.
Your next question comes from the line of Mike Hickey with StoneX. Please go ahead.
Hey, Strauss, Karl, Laney, Nicole, congrats, guys. On a great year and a great guide. Very exciting. Just two questions, Strauss. First, I think you referenced before being astonished by Rockstar's marketing creativity. Clearly, they've got precedent there. Can you talk, I guess, philosophically
River Cactus, you're a weirdo,
Rockstar thinks about
weird guy.
Anticipation for a game launch of this scale, and how beneficial that marketing effort can be in terms of sustaining or even building demand for around the current GTA ecosystem, and if that ancillary benefit is baked into your guidance. Follow-up.
Well, look, thanks for the question. I'm obviously not going to go into detail. What we've said about marketing GTA 6 is that marketing will start this summer. And as you know, any information around releases and marketing comes from our labels, and that shouldn't be news to you. That said, do we see in any release, no matter how highly anticipated it is, both the need to market the title and the opportunity in marketing the title? We do. And I was asked about this earlier, and because I absolutely refuse to use a title of ours as an example, I use someone else's. And I said, so there's a new release of Mission Impossible, and it's starring Tom Cruise. Like, we all know what that looks like, and I, for one, am going to see that movie. Like, I'm going to see that movie. But Paramount still spends a whole lot of money to market that, to make sure that people know it's out and it's great and it's worth seeing. And I think that's the story of the entertainment business. So, I don't think there's any situation where one can expect to have a massive hit and not engage heavily in the marketing. And, I think that will be true for this company across the board. And I think, again, across the board, actually, I think this company does spectacular marketing, and, whatever we did last year, we got to do better this year. And whatever we do this year, we got to do better next year. We demand it of ourselves, and frankly, the market demands it of us.
Nice. The on AI, Strauss, not
nice.
To be redundant, you gave a really thorough answer, but maybe just for clarification, do you feel like at this point you've got broad buy-in from your studio leadership around the use of AI tools, not just in marketing, but
dude, normally these earnings calls don't run this long. This has been going long
over time. I know you're doing a lot in terms of investing.
Normally they're like 45 minutes long. We're creeping up on an hour here.
Allow you and your studio teams to unlock maybe some dormant franchise IP or even new IP that may not have been produced over the last decade plus due to resource constraints. And if that's the case, would you look to build headcount into that opportunity? Thank you.
I think that everyone is bought into the possibilities of new technology. And I think there are times when some of my colleagues think I'm too conservative on the topic. I've actually never been accused internally of going too fast or doing crazy stuff. I think I probably err on the side of being a little more conservative. Think about it. The people who are on the front lines of developing here are absolute experts in software, in art, and in video games. And the way they got the job to work at a company like this is because they were on the front lines, and because they were innovating, and they were highly creative, and because they were efficient. So you have to assume that they're going to be the first people to embrace new technology that allows them to do a better job. That said, we're known for making these beautiful handcrafted titles around here. And any technology that we use, I think, will be in the hands of immensely creative people and will take the form of handcrafting. Our art is created in computers. It always has been. But our art is created by human beings using computers. And I believe that will continue to be the case.
Thanks, guys.
Your next question comes from the line of Brian Pitts with BMO Capital Markets. Please go ahead.
I'm calling an audible.
Thanks for the questions. I'll try a couple here. Any additional color you can provide on GTA 6 around your framework for the PC release, as well as if the game, has any chance of being cross-platform? Also, any best estimates on when we could see a pre-sale launch for the game?
Fucking hell.
If not, perhaps you could at least provide your best guesstimate of timing on hearing more of these details.
I was going to cut it off. What a
question.
As
you know, look, the PC market's a great market, and it's growing for console type titles, and it's a market we serve avidly. And virtually all of our hit titles end up on all platforms over time. That said, Rockstar Games has announced GTA 6 for console only so far, and we're excited about our November 19th release.
That's it. The guy had 3 questions. That was 3 questions, and he answered like that's a shit answer.
Your next question comes from the line of Ron Song with Wolf Research.
Nah, that's why I'm going to cut this earnings call, man, because he's dodging GTA 6 questions, man. He's giving it very little answers. Yeah, they're talking about NBA now. Right, team, I'm cutting that off. Leave. We're leaving that. One sec, let me just turn the audio capture off. Where are we here? Audio capture. If I mute it and then turn it off. Right, look, I'm going to be honest, man. We normally these earnings calls last 45 minutes. It started an hour ago, so we've been listening to it for an hour. And even though we've got really good news here, we got really, really good news today with the fact that Grand Theft Auto 6 is not getting delayed again. That's the only news that we wanted. It's the best news going. But I don't know about anyone else, but in the last half an hour, when anyone's been asking questions about Grand Theft Auto 6, they're barely answering the questions. They're giving the same answers. They're not really giving them answers that like mean anything to us as the fan. Like, I've heard multiple questions about GTA 6 in this earnings call, and they've barely like answered them. They've dodged them a little bit, to be honest. So, like that one, I was going to cut the earnings call off them, and then we heard the guy ask about cross-platform, PC, and something else, and he didn't even answer any of the questions. He just gave one broad statement about it. Like that, I'm not going to sit here and just listen to Strauss dodge questions about the only reason we're here, if we're being honest. So, look, by the looks of it, the report of this whole earnings call came out before it dropped anyway. It's already going all over Twitter and stuff. We've already reacted to it. Ben, literally, as I've just said that, Ben has literally just tweeted out what I just said. No joke, man. I've literally just, if you go on Twitter now, I've literally seen that Ben's tweeted out the exact same thing I just said. 16 seconds ago, Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick completely dodged the PC question for Grand Theft Auto 6 when an investor asked during the call. He went on to say, so far announced for consoles and looks forward to the November date. That's literally it, man. So I'm not going to sit here and listen to this earnings call when he's not answering questions about GTA 6. If he's gonna dodge questions like that, you can fuck that. Right, so look, team, before we call this time at a bar, I appreciate you all knocking about. I will get to the donations that we had during the call. I appreciate you all. I will get to them now. But I have seen, while we've been listening to the earnings call, a lot of people have been asking about the report that's come out from Variety right as the earnings call kicked off, where Strauss has told Variety, I think, that he doesn't expect the marketing to start until, he said something like, summer doesn't start till June 21st. So, by the looks of it, we're not going to be getting Trailer 3 anytime soon. I know a lot of people were thinking we could get Trailer 3 next week because of May 26th and the whole trailer date thing. By the sounds of it, we're not going to get Trailer 3 before May 26th. So there's a possibility that Rockstar Games are going to do kind of what I thought would have been the only option if we weren't going to get Trailer 3. They're going to just unpin the trailer on Twitter, and they're probably just going to pin the artwork. It's as simple as that. It sucks because obviously, like, we were all hoping for Trailer 3, but the reality is, by the sounds of it, pre-orders and Trailer 3 are actually going to kickstart the marketing. Now, I will completely hold my hand up, man. I've been saying for months I didn't think that Trailer 3 was going to be part of the marketing. I'll hold my hand up and say it looks like I've been wrong about that. I thought Trailer 3 was part of Trailer 1 and Trailer 2. Because Strauss said it was paid marketing in February. Now, all of a sudden, we're moving the goalposts, and now Trailer 3, even though it's not paid marketing, is going to kick off the paid marketing. Like that doesn't make sense to me from afar. But what do I know? I don't run $1 billion company or $1 billion franchise. So look, by the sounds of it, if anyone's hoping for Trailer 3, you're not going to see it till at least the back end of June, possibly even the start of July. That does suck a little bit, but it's not the end of the world. We've got the Grand Theft Auto Online DLC coming next month, so I'm buzzing for that. But overall, man, look, positive earnings call. This is the first earnings call that Grand Theft Auto 6 fell into the fiscal year. If it was going to be delayed, it would have been delayed right before this earnings call. It weren't delayed, and then 10 minutes before we got into the earnings call, we got the report. It came through on email. Ben covered it on Twitter. Everyone's been covering it on Twitter. It's all over Twitter. If you think that you've missed anything during this earnings call, let's just go on social media, go on Twitter, go on Reddit, go wherever. Any kind of Grand Theft Auto forum on social media will report on all the stuff that's been said. But the highlights are Grand Theft Auto 6, for the first time ever, has been included in the fiscal predicted upcoming earnings for the fiscal year. They've never done it before, which confirms that as of right now, unless things change, there is no delay planned in sight for the next 5 months and 3 weeks. We've got 5 months, 3 weeks and some change left before the biggest video game of all time drops, and there is not one single delay planned. It's a good news day, man. It's a good news day. Right, I'm going to finish off with these chats. Also, by the way, he's probably still not in here. We had a bit of an issue with someone sending donations, and I don't want people to see that I kicked someone for sending a donation, obviously. Basically, what happened was there was a guy, something Cactus, I can't remember his name. He sent a couple of donations whilst obviously we were listening to the earnings call. I appreciate you, Cactus, whoever you are, blah, 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 at the time. And then some of his messages started going a little bit weird. He asked one weird question, or he said something about being transgender or something, and I didn't delete the message. It was Big Chris, so shout out Big Chris who was on that. Big Chris deleted the message, but it was a $2 donation. And then he said something like, why don't you want my money? And then said something else like insulting to me. So I called him out on the microphone. Then he sent another donation saying it was only a joke, it weren't that serious. And then he sent another donation saying, like, basically saying, don't you dare call me an N-word or something. And it's like, the guy was cleared as being a fucking weirdo. So I want to make that clear to everyone right now. We've not kicked someone because they were sending donations. We've kicked him because he was being a fucking weirdo. So, brother, you were sending $2 donations and you were just being a fucking nut job. So, yeah, you've been booted, lads, in a bit. Enjoy the cold shower. Right, so we got a couple of donations that we're reading now that we weren't able to read during the earnings call. 1 second, where are we? Mercury Milk with a 5, appreciate it, brother. Here's 5 for good news. Not gonna lie, I was getting worried with Rockstar's elongated silence, but I'm very happy Grand Theft Auto 6 is still coming out. My birthday, November 19th. Oh man, I'm same. Trailer 3 not coming till the end of June does suck a little bit, but the only news I wanted today was Grand Theft Auto 6 had no more delays coming. This game is coming out in 5 months and 3 weeks. Oh man, fucking buzzing. Joshua Hawkins has been a member for 1 month. I appreciate you, Big Josh. Tiffany going to be the female voice for Grand Theft Auto 6 Online. Everyone loves Tiffany, don't they? Watty with the 2, appreciate it, brother. We in the end game now, my brother. We are indeed that. Avidity with the 2, MCT, the class clown with that popper. That popper, man. Apologies if I gave anyone a heart attack. I knew that I was just sat here chilling and my ADHD just took over and I was like, oh look, I've got a popper there, I'll pop it. I should have done it when they confirmed that it weren't getting delayed. Grid, we're knocking about. Good to see you, Grid, as always, with the 2. Your next question comes from Grid. Is Grand Theft Auto 6 real? And then I get change your name, brother. Effing Dick with the 10 SEK, appreciate you. And then Vincent Pollack with the 10 SEK as well. So I appreciate you all. Ken, tell them one more time what time it is.
It's showtime!
Right, team, what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish with the last couple of chats and I'm going to call it time at the bar. Look, I really appreciate you all knocking about, of course. But today has been a good news day. When I'm obviously going to sleep on it, I'm obviously going to give it some time. We'll do a video on it tomorrow covering everything that's dropped because Strauss has done 2 interviews that have both come out as the earnings call started. So we got a lot today, man. Strauss did an interview with Variety. He did an interview with Jason Schreier at Bloomberg. And then we got everything that happened in the earnings call. So tomorrow I think I'm going to do a big video and unpack everything. So I'm going to have to sleep on it and stuff. But I think about it now and it's a little bit weird to me that I'm going to say something and I don't know how people are going to take it. It's a bit... When you really think about what I'm about to say, I don't know if it's a bit of a kick in the dick. 6 months ago, we were sat here waiting for news about Grand Theft Auto 6. We were waiting for an announcement of Trailer 3, pre-orders, cover art, anything. We got nothing. What we did get was a delay. And the game got pushed back another 6 months. We've now waited 6 months to get to this point, and the only thing that we've got in the last 6 months was in the last hour when we found out there was no more delays. So the only thing we've actually got in 6 months is being told it's not being delayed again. Like, I need to go and sleep on that, man, but when I really think about it, that doesn't really sit well with me, man. That's That's quite shit, that, isn't it, really, when you think about it? All the crap that we've gone through, the Game Informer shit, the Best Buy shit, the constant rumours, the leaks, the bullshit, the theories, everything. We've spent the past 6 months just to get back to a point of where the game's not being delayed again. It almost feels a little bit like the past 6 months just didn't exist. I don't know how I feel about that, man. I'm going to have to sleep on that. That doesn't sit right with me. There's something that doesn't feel right. That's got a very sour taste to it, that, if I'm being honest. We've just wasted 6 months just to get here to be told there's no more delays. Fucking hell, man. That don't. It's got a bit of a sour taste to it, that, mate. I'm not gonna lie. Hosea Gauchier with the 7 Canadian, appreciate it, brother. I have chickens being born the 14th of July. Will they be born before another Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer? Hopefully. Fingers crossed. If Strauss is saying the marketing's starting not before June 21st, then hopefully we get a trailer at the end of June, maybe. I'm not too sure, man. It's good. You know what? The one thing that will be interesting to see is the two things. I'd say the big two things that will be interesting in the next couple of weeks will be what happens on May 26th with the trail that's pinned on Twitter. Will they just pull the tweet down and replace it with some artwork that says November 19th? That's the first thing. And the second thing is the Grand Theft Auto 5 online finale DLC, which looks like it's coming out in the start of June. Will there be any GTA 6 Easter eggs or hints in that? That'll be really interesting to see. I think that's the next two big things coming up. But yeah, man. Look, I appreciate you all. I'm knackered. This is the second live stream we've done today. I've live streamed collectively, I've live streamed for 6 hours today. I'm wiped, so I'm going to call it time at the bar. I appreciate you all knocking about, man. I really do. I hope that you've taken the good news well, like I've done. I think it still needs to set in a little bit that this game's just not getting delayed again, because when we started this stream today, I was kind of, you could see it, man. I was nervous. I was really nervous that the game was going to get delayed again. So we've been and gone past that now. So anyway, going forward, we won't do a stream tomorrow, just because obviously we've got a really big video to do tomorrow, because we've had so much stuff today again. We've had the Variety interview, the Jason Schreier interview, and we've had everything that we had in the earnings call then. So I'll do a big video tomorrow, so we'll get a video out there tomorrow. And then I might just give it the weekend, just let everyone enjoy the fact that there's not going to be another delay. But yeah, man, we've waited 6 months. The reality is, as pathetic as it sounds, we've waited 6 months to get to today. And they've just confirmed that as it stands right now, there's no delays planned for Grand Theft Auto 6, which comes out in 5 months and 3 weeks. Man, it's a good news day. It's a good news day. Right, I'm going to love you and leave you. You stay safe on our streets, you little punks. If I don't see you over the weekend, enjoy yourselves. Go and enjoy yourselves. You deserve it. You've worked hard for it. And I'll probably catch you live and direct. I'll either do a live on at weekend or something, or might do one at the start of next week. But like I said, there'll be a video coming out tomorrow anyway. So anyway, look, enjoy yourselves. Stay safe on our streets. And I'll catch you next time we're live. All right. Appreciate it, man. Peace.